You told one of the witnesses who disagreed with you during an interview that you thought Mr. Baldwin was a cocksucker.
I do not recall saying that.
Hello, everybody. Welcome into another live stream here on the channel. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're too blessed to be stressed. I am Jacob. This is Jacob Walraven Uncensored. And as you know, I like to say things however I want to say them. And I don't know if you're aware, there's quite a bit of news going on. I saw, the SOF says nothing's going on at Spurs. You just ain't looking close enough, buddy. Wait. Oh, don't look at that Emerson Royale right there. Let me take that off. What are we doing here? Anyway, big up if you're here. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. During the intro, hopefully I'm not out of breath, because during the intro I had to go run and grab my charger real quick. But I see over 30 people here in the house, so I'm assuming you're all probably wondering, what's the emergency, Jacob? What's the emergency? And I'm gonna be honest, there's more than one emergency. When you've got a catastrophic event like Tottenham existing, like YouTube existing, you're going to get catastrophic events, and those are going to require multiple emergency vehicles. So I've got a few of them lined up. I've got a few of them that I do want to talk about, but I'll say what's up to the chat real quick before we get going. Big up Ryan Gloria in the house, Mile High Hotspurs in the house, Boxer Tobe. How you doing, buddy? Elijah is in the house. Two Marks Show Cookies here. Hello, Cookie. Chris Peters, evening, Jacob, and all in the chat. Big up Chris Peters every single time. Big sponsor of the channel. And speaking of sponsors of the channel, let me make sure to shout out the sponsors of this beautiful European trophy that for some reason I'm hiding behind me. I don't mean to hide it behind me. There we go. There we go. I pulled it back. There you go. Big shout out to all the sponsors that helped make that a reality. Jeremy is here. I don't think that's my brother, because whenever he has tuned in, it's on his actual Google account. But big up Jeremy, not my brother Jeremy. Hotspur Hood is here, not saying hello to anyone, but he is saying thumbs up to Mark. SOF is here. Tekken, just wondering if your YouTube channel is nearly 20 years old. Should it get YouTube free since it was there when YouTube was actually YouTube, not bought by Google? Hey, everyone in the chat. I don't know, because my mistake was starting this channel off of my old college account, which was created, 20 years ago. God dang, I'm getting old, Tekken. Which really I should have started it from the ground up, because I had like no subs on it. It was just like, oh, I do have a YouTube account. We could just upload the Spotify podcasts we record. We just upload them there. And that's kind of how it started. So the numbers are misleading in that sense. I have not been doing YouTube for 20 years. That's insane. But I'd hope by now that Google gonna give me a chunk of something if it is 20 years I've been doing content. Big up Everest. How are you doing? Elijah's here, says looking like a snag. Guy Thompson. Big up Guy Thompson every single time. Lintink was not here to promote anything on Kick, but they're talking about a website. I think that they're trying to promote. It's not luck. It's math and strategy. Here's the link. Just remove the space. You sound like a bot. Jacob, you whopper. Oh, Mile High. Oh.
Why?
Why? Huh? Why? Quez Ali's here. Big up Quez Ali. Jonathan G. Big up Jonathan G. Good to see you in the house every single time. Hopefully you're living blessed and not too stressed down under. Good morning, mate. Wishing you a blessed day. Keep missing you. Hope you're all well. I am fantastic. Hopefully you are as well. With that thing on top, that trophy looks like an oversized fleshlight. You talking about this? Look how goofy this looks. I love it. You talking about this? There we go. I'll remove it for you, Everest. My mom watched our stream with Jacob, Jay, and E. She said it was hilarious. Make sure you go subscribe to Jay from the Hotspur Cave. Make sure you subscribe to Elijah. Two fantastic people with fantastic channels. Make sure you are there. Talk only about football, not other YouTubers' coys. Well, Henry, what I would say is, in general, if you make a YouTube channel, you acquire a YouTube channel, anything of that sort, you could do with it whatever the hell you want to do with it. Bottom line. So if I did want to talk about other YouTubers, I could. If I wanted to not talk about other YouTubers, I could. I've got emergencies and emergencies, but like I just see it. Why are you trying to gatekeep what people do on their channel, Henry? But big up to you. Come on, you Spurs. Wait, what's going on? There's a lot going on. A whole lot going on. I mean, it's an emergency. Lyra Quinn, hello, Lyra Quinn, over there on the, doesn't look like a bot on the Kick, which is nice to have a actual person over there on Kick. I generally think I was one of the first to use YouTube. I upload music videos to MySpace page, and YouTube was a new thing at the time. Bro, Stefan, I remember when YouTube had 17 videos on it, and then I get home from school and it was like, oh look, there's more videos uploaded. And then you'd watch them, and then eventually it was like 30 something, then it was like 1,000. I was like, okay, I can't keep up anymore. And then it just became what it is now, and it's yeah, I feel old now. Don Hassam, what's the emergency about? I mean, it's tough to say. It depends on which angle you look at it. It depends really how you feel.
Damn, I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again. Damn, I'm on my DJ Khaled shit. We the best. Damn, we rolling hella deep. I feel like Adele.
I feel like Adele. God dang it. And when I feel like Adele, can't no one tell me nothing. Did Spurs have any preseason match yet? Yeah, we did on last Saturday. And then we got one coming up on this Saturday. We can't talk about other YouTubers. Get over yourself. Like I said, I think anyone can talk about anything if they're on their channel. You know, if you go to another channel, I try to be more tame. Rein it in a little bit, but only a little bit. But I just see it as you started a YouTube channel, you do you, buddy. This your YouTube thing. Who gives a shit? Like, if someone got a problem with it, hit that like and subscribe is what I would say. That Europa League Cup looking nice. It is. Hey, it do look good, huh? It look right. It look right. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. I haven't seen any YouTubers talked about so far. Well, I did say Elijah and Jay. Y'all two are on YouTube. Oh, we got a super chat from Susikelo and Panza. How are you doing? Big up to you. What is this? ZAR? Is that Zimbabwe money? Is this shout out my African brothers? Hello, Jacob. I hope you and the family are doing well, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Big up to you, buddy. I appreciate that. Lots of love in this super chat. And that shit, that's nice. I like that. I hope you were doing well physically, mentally, and spiritually. And if you're not, you will be. How about that? I hope you are soon anyway. And if not, just yeah, there's about another 15 seconds to that, but I'll end it short just for y'all because there's 60 people here, and I want to say something real quick because if you're here and you're like, ooh, there's gonna be drama, there's gonna be gossip, there's gonna be yada yada, shame on you because where you been, and the fact that just the mere idea of some drama unfolding on a live stream is enough to get you to tune in. There's almost 70 people here, and I've been live for 11 minutes. Y'all are looking for drama, and you know what? I ain't gonna feed into it, man. I ain't gonna feed into it. It's just I just want to sit back and smile, and things will. Y'all here for drama. Why y'all here for drama? Get the hell out of here. We ain't talking about nothing.
Do you love the way I do when I'm loving your body? Hey, do you love the way I do?
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. What's this say? I just find a lot that have an opinion about other YouTubers won't ever do a show with someone about it who questions it. Apart from that, freedom of speech, there is some that I would reckon. Not me. We've done shows together, Dan, and you're always welcome to jump on. But I don't know. I don't know that that I've ever said, no, I don't want to, I'm not going to like say what I say to someone not on a stream with them. I absolutely would, personally. I mean, that's just me. I mean, you might be right. Some people probably won't, but I mean, what are they going to do? What are they going to do? Like most of the people that talk the most shit online, they need a step stool to talk to me. So why do I need to hurt my back bending over just to listen to them? What you say down there, Papa Smurf? Okay. No need. No need. Mature alert. Mature alert. Well, I don't know about that, but shoot. I mean, that is a genre, so to speak. Damn, viewership dropped instantly. I wonder why.
All right, guys, check this out. Crazy looking bull snake right here. And as you can see, the hissing that he's doing is from a modified epiglottis. When they push air through, it causes that hissing.
There you go. From that epiglottis. Epiglottis. Big up Kate and Jimbo. Big up Kate and Jimbo. I know you will. Okay. Okay. Well, at least you know, as long as you know me, bro, I keep that energy. I keep it consistent, which is why yesterday I had such a tough time keeping the shtick going of like, yay, Tommy, because I'll be honest, I don't see it or hear it. Big up. He's showing some love there from the super chat for me and my family and for everybody in the chat. That's beautiful. Leo says, it's me, Jacob. I respectfully declined the dude's offer earlier. I told him it was my opinion. Well, yeah, and Leo over there on the Mile High Hotspur, he also makes Colorado's Rapids content, but I don't see anyone upset about that. And he makes content that's not Tottenham already. And then he makes a video and then everyone is upset about it. And I don't understand why. Why would everyone be upset with what Leo's doing over there? He's doing his thing. Why would anyone be upset about what I'm doing over here? Why would anyone be upset about what anyone's doing over anywhere? Because the way I see it, it's like the difference between bullying and cyberbullying, right? Because if you're going to school or you're like at work and there's a bully, that's a lot different than someone in a YouTube chat saying, hey, Jacob, you're a piece of shit. Because you know what happens is I close the computer like this and it all goes away. But if it's real, you can't do that. There's no running away from it. You have to face it. So it's a lot different. And that's why I just think, like, why is anyone worried about what videos Leo made? Why is anyone worried about a channel made? Why is anyone worried about anything? Why is anyone worried about anything regarding YouTube other than like, when can I go live? And have I liked and subscribed to Jacob's channel? Those are the things you should be worried about. Big up Sean Hurl for tacos and beers and blessings on your family and friends. I need biscuits and fun and a chance to chew the cud with you. Come on, you Spurs. Big up Sean Hurl. Hey, I don't got no beer, but I do got my little milky chocolatey drink. So, hey, cheers, buddy. I don't consume alcohol really at all. Maybe on New Year's, my wife's birthday, and have a little champagne at midnight or something like that. Chat, sing it. Come on, you Spurs. Guy Thompson, I know you already about 5 deep in them things, so big up to you. Look, obviously, I know most of y'all are here because you're like, Jacob's going to talk about yada yada, and I really got nothing to say about that YouTube drama other than what I've already said, which is, who cares? Who cares? Like, if there's a table full of people eating lunch over there, I'm not going to be like, why didn't they invite me to lunch? I'm just going to go eat my lunch. You know what I mean? I'm just going to go eat my, I don't know. It seems really simple to me, but clearly when you get egos and pride and personalities in the same room and then sprinkle some money in there, people are going to feel however they want to feel. And I see it like, you're allowed to be upset about it. You're allowed to not be upset about it. You're allowed to not give a fuck about it, which is the boat that I'm in. It's not even sailing anywhere. It's just chilling because I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's like, what bothers me more is the fact the viewer count is like double what it usually is by 15 minutes. That's what bothers me more than people, because it's like, y'all just want drama. And if I'll be honest, The only thing I will say about that channel is whoever wrote that description, you need to get slapped in the mouth, because that description actually made me not want to watch it, for what it's worth. Chaos meets passion. What is this, a love novel? What is this, a fucking one of those steamy Madonna movies from the mid 80s to late 90s? Like where it's like a saxophone and the camera seems kind of foggy. Like chaos meets passion and love meets sex, and it's like just a weird. But like, who cares? It's not my shit, so it's not pandering to me as an audience member. There are people like I'm assuming 40 to 50 people who are here hoping to hear some tea. I'm going to assume like that is the audience that they're going for, which is totally fine. Who cares? If Leo says he thinks that the channel's detrimental to him, then he feels that way. He's allowed to feel that way. And, if he thinks it's silly, he's allowed to think it's silly. I just think it's pointless. I just think it's a waste of time to even think about, because like I got 2 beautiful kids. I got a beautiful wife. I have a home. I have food. What am I worried about? Some people doing something over there at the different lunch table? Man, I'm eating my lunch. I'm chilling. And whoever want to sit at this table, you're welcome to sit at this table. Whoever don't want to sit at this table, I don't care either. Because again, I've got a foundation that my life and happiness is built on. And it's not like a comment in YouTube is going to rattle that. It's not like someone's video is going to. What I don't like, and I'll be honest, and I'm going to call him out, Knicks Football Club, that motherfucker, every time he want to cover the damn subject, he's got a clear bias. There's a fucking, it's like a definitive line in the sand. So if Knicks Football Club, if you happen to hear this, shame on you. Shitty reporting. I wouldn't even call it reporting. I would say just shame on you. Do better. Try to be more unbiased. Be more like Elijah from Too Much of E, because he doesn't really, like, he kind of sprinkles his opinion in there, but he gives you the substance, and then you pick apart from it what you want. And by that time, then but it's like Knicks Football Club's turned into Fox News, the way it's so fucking slanted one direction. It's like, bro, this ain't a little boy band. We don't need one direction. We need the whole caboodle. We need the whole caboodle, man. We don't need motherfucking, like, the way I was watching his video, maybe because he's in the car and he's driving and he's trying to not, in the car on the highway, first of all, is a dangerous thing, let alone recording a video. I don't know if he's on the highway, but he was in the car and the car was moving. So I'm going to say maybe that is why it came off this way to me. But it just seemed like he was amalgamating Paul's video with what happened to Sava, which I didn't see what happened to Sava. I only saw his stream afterwards. Like, I saw his call-in show was live. And then next thing I knew, there was no call-in show. And then I was like, I wonder what happened. And then I grabbed the context from what he said. And it's like, people see that happened to Sava, which is fucking awful. And then they say, oh, that's Paul. It's the Hotspur hippie. He did this. And then I start getting dragged into it just because I have conversations on the phone with Paul. Paul's been on this channel. I love Paul. Like, so I get brought into it, which is fine. I guess, guilty by association. But Paul's not even guilty. The motherfucker's asleep. And I'm going to say this, 90% of the time, Paul is asleep. And people in YouTube are getting all riled up like he's the damn boogeyman, the chupacabra, the Tottenham chupacabra. It's like, I feel like people are so quick to make their opinions without actually like hearing it, that I would appreciate more if channels that do the whole talking about other people's content, which that is not, that is where I gotta disagree with Sava as well. Cause getting so upset that people are making content about you, like, really? That's just kind of weird. And that's just my opinion, because, like, again, I subscribe to Knicks Football Club. I like a unbiased view of here's what happened, here's this, here's that. I feel like that's kind of fair. And, I feel like Knicks Football Club was like that, at least until it started talking about Sava and Paul. But anyway, big up Sean Hurl for the super chat. Other beverages are possible. I'm on Guinness. I don't even like the taste of beer, really. I mean, I'll drink it. Yes, master. There we go. I said be more like Elijah. What? Okay, be less like Elijah. How about that? That was not the intention of Paul. Like I said, you were driving in the car, so that might have been what happened there. And that might have been why it came off that way. This channel has uncensored in the name. When is Jacob ever censored? That's a great point. It's more of a warning, like a kids crossing type of a road sign. Yeah. Yeah. For the record, I don't believe he does anything of the sort. He just dislikes the 5. Yeah. And Paul's allowed to not like the 5, to shit on the 5. Paul is allowed to shit talk and call whoever he wants a wanker, whoever he wants a cunt, just like I am, just like they are, just like everyone. That's what's beautiful about life, is we don't live in a dictatorship, most of us, thankfully. And I think that that's a beautiful thing. You should exercise that right. Whatever you think and feel, just fucking say it. Yeah, Paul is the one you send to kill the boogeyman. There you go. It's just weird. It's like, how's he getting blamed for something when he's just literally sleeping? He's probably farting in his sleep and everyone's getting so upset about it. It's weird. But look, I think that's enough. That was way more than I wanted to say on the matter, but I think that covers all of it. And I actually wasn't even going to talk about it. I was just kind of like, I might lightly mention it if it comes up. But clearly, I mean, most of y'all are here for that. So there you go. You have the info. There you go. That's how Jacob feels about it. Who gives a fuck? I don't. Why would you? And that's applied to everyone's argument. It's a nice blanket to throw over whatever fire is kicking up. Oh, these 5 people created a channel? Who gives a fuck? Oh, this guy made a video about me? Who gives a fuck? Any other questions? What do you think about who gives a fuck? It's so simple. Life becomes a lot easier when you stop giving a fuck about shit that really don't matter. You know what does matter? Tottenham Hotspur and facts and evidence. And look, I'm gonna run through some things here. So there you go. You can all leave now. The ones who are here for the drama, there you go. I said it all. You heard it all. Hopefully you're happy now. And hopefully, you can any training videos, not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. Needed you to join Lewis's stream today. Yeah, I was with the kids and you might oh shit. I kicked the damn plug. Uh-oh. Are we back? I think I'm back. Like the stream at least for cussing me. Hey, big up Paul G. I know he was here for the drama. And I kick, like, there's my power cord, and for whatever reason, my power cord, I kick it, and it fucking disconnects my HDMI, my microphone, my camera, all that shit. Yeah. There you go. See, we wrapped up the drama. 20 minutes. It took 20 minutes and we're done. We're done. It's all done. We got the poo-poo out of the way. Now we can talk about the fun stuff like Emerson Royale. It's been quite the drama that's been unfolding with Emerson Royale today. I don't know if you've been following. This is another emergency meeting. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Because originally he was going to Besiktas, and then he's going to Flamengo. And either way, AC Milan is trying to get rid of him. Besiktas president is ready to turn down the club. Is ready to leave the Emerson Royale, dude. That's what it says. It can happen despite verbal agreement done. Flamengo have entered the deal for a late hijack. So Flamengo enters the race, and Besiktas is like, you can have him. But either way, Emmer go, there's your update. He might be playing for Flamengo, which sucks because he could have played in the Club World Cup had they done this at an earlier juncture. Also, I'm just going to run through what I've got here. We've got breaking news. We've got breaking news from Fabrizio Romano. I don't know if you know.
Here we go. The new Magnum sandwich to noon minutes. The deal is finally done.
Oh, wrong video. I meant to play this one.
El Satora, here we go, or should I say, twist my names. Fabrizio Romano here with some exclusive news. Your deadline.
You know, I should have just played this video.
Advancing.
Basically, I don't even want to listen to it because I think we've heard enough from Fabrizio Romano. Xavi Simons and Joel Hato are both looking like they're going to sign for Chelsea, which is highly disappointing for me personally because Xavi Simons is a player that I highly rate, and I have rated for a few years. Most recently, I think I was asking for us to sign him before we signed Madison, and then we didn't. This is a player that could play in the 10. He could play off the left as well. I think for Chelsea, it's an even more dangerous signing, and it hurts me emotionally, but for them, specifically for their squad, I think it unlocks quite a slew of things, because what's going to happen is now Cole Palmer's not restricted to solely playing the 10. He can play off the right. You could put Xavi Simons in the 10. Then you can also, if you want to put Cole in the 10, and you know, Pedro Neto's playing like shit like he did last year, well, guess what? Now you can put Xavi Simons off the left, and I don't think that he's going to really corral all the space, kind of like Nkunku did. I'm assuming this is their let's re-up on the Nkunku thing, you know, like, but with a different guy. You know what I mean? That's what I think anyway. Emerson is the GOAT, bro. Come on, they gave him Kaká's number for a reason. You don't give him 22 at Milan if he's not the GOAT. Big up, Shoji. Thoughts on Ozzy Osbourne's passing? Music lost a legend, but also it's one of those guys that you kind of forget about unless, you know, you're familiar with this.
No.
You can do it, Ozzy! Bite his freaking head off!
No!
Spit him in the flash! Get here, Ozzy!
Anyone know what that movie is, huh? Anyone know what that movie is? Drunk NATO says, read my last message. My first word was Spurs. My son is called Keen and my dog is called Sonny. You are a proper yid. Hey, come on. Oh, your first word was Spurs. You try to say Spurs. My wife said no to naming either one of our kids Sonny. I did try for that. My wife also said no to Zlatania for a girl or Zlatan for a boy, because I am a huge Zlatan fan. If he would have just played for Tottenham, it would have been even better. Gareth, she didn't go for Gareth. I didn't really want to name him Harry because that's, you know, who wants to be named Harry? Maybe Harold. I don't know. Either way, Osborne, that's sad. And big up to you, Drunk NATO, you proper yiddo. That's love to see that. Rip to a guy who looked like a zombie. Yeah, you know, I think he did all right for a guy who did all them extracurriculars. Chelsea's dangerous this year. They get a new goalkeeper, then there's a serious problem. I mean, even if you look at that World Cup final, Dan, World Cup final, the Club World Cup final, Sanchez was saving their ass left and right. So I wouldn't even be surprised if they just stick with Sanchez and just keep. I mean, they've got a guy in Joel Hato who could play left back, left side center back. So they've kind of got a Cucurella backup or a starting left side center back. That's a great deal for them. Xavi Simons, a great deal for them. There was a tweet that I saw earlier, and I don't even know if I bookmarked it, but it's just, I'm tired of, like, I'm getting so worn out watching these goddamn motherfucking rivals just bolstering their squad. And we had those 2 days, and one of the days was Fugazi. We had the Mohamed Kudus day, which was a fantastic day, but then we had the what's the name? Morgan Gibbs White. I almost forgot his name because it's like, who the fuck is he? Where the fuck is Morgan Gibbs White? Marinakis is holding him hostage, and it's just like, I'm so tired of like just waiting for Morgan Gibbs White news. Let's go get something else done. We should have been in the fucking ring for Xavi Simons. The price that Leipzig quoted at the beginning of the window was actually a very doable price, similar to Morgan Gibbs White. So why not go fucking do it? Anyway, that's my little rant about those fucking rivals, man. They're really upsetting me because they just continually keep getting work done. And speaking of work done, I thought this was funny. A Liverpool fan quote tweeted, says, European giants without a European trophy, because Arsenal tweeted, this morning, or basically they're playing in Singapore. I didn't see the game. I woke up and saw that there was post-match reactions. But they said Arsenal at the Emirates versus AC Milan. Wait, Arsenal, Emirates, Milan, handshakes. Two European giants face each other in Singapore. And it is kind of crazy to call yourself a European giant and you ain't ever seen one of these. You ain't ever seen one of these, yet you call yourself a goddamn European champion. Hang on. Let me go ahead and do this. For any Arsenal fans watching right now, you are not a European giant if you do not have one of these. And if you don't, go fuck yourself. And if you don't, go fuck yourself. Because there's no world where you do. So calling yourself a European giant is a fucking lie. Maybe an England giant, maybe a big ass teabag, we could settle for that. But a European giant, you can't even talk to Ipswich. You can't talk to Villa. You can't talk to nobody about no fucking European giants. Comparing yourself to actual European giants in AC Milan, shame on you, Arsenal. Shame on you. What the hell were they thinking? What a banter fucking club. Speaking of banter, someone said, I just realized Bergwijn went to Ajax and won nothing. If you remember, when he left the club, he had a very famous quote, which was to shit on Spurs like everyone else likes to do, that supports Tottenham a lot on YouTube. Excuse me. It says, it's lovely to be here with a squad that goes out to play football and that plays to win trophies. Yeah, how's that working out for you, Steven? How's that working out for you, Steven? How much you fucking lifted since you went to the fucking Amsterdam Giants? Yeah. So, politely, Steven Bergwijn, I loved you, but now there's only one way to talk to you.
Little bit quiet. Fuck yourself. Just go fuck yourself. Everybody. Fuck yourself. Just go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Just go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself. Just go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Yeah, that's a banger clip. That's a new one for you too. Fuck yourself. That's a good one. And it's applicable to damn near everybody, in my opinion. I saw this because I was like, maybe I want to ramble for a second about these new ITKs. It seems the world of Tottenham Twitter is fucking lost. And it's ever since who was the guy that, was it Pleat? Whenever Pleat left, ever since then, that wanker on Twitter, Paul O'Keefe, he's fallen off massively. He's been wrong, and he's just pure speculatory news now, or just alley-ooping someone else's assist. And it's funny to me because I called him an angry old man last year because he was showing his true colors, and then he blocked me, and apparently he's blocked about 100,000 other people, and he can't even get any ITK news, and he's supposed to be the fucking ITK. I think it's hilarious. The Paul O'Keefe downfall must be studied, but apparently, according to THFC Himothy, who weirdly, I don't know if it's like some satirical joke that I just don't understand on Twitter. Like Reddit has a bunch of those inside jokes that you just don't understand sometimes. And I don't know if this Himothy thing, but everyone swears that this THFC Himothy guy is an actual, like he does know something. So, because he apparently said that we were going to get Kudus. The 2 days later, it was like, hey, everyone else said look, see, people call him out, but then people will respond, said the same thing before the Bergvall news, didn't you? Got one injury report right. Oh, that guy agrees with him. I've been trying to tell this guy he's making a mockery of his account by putting random ITK stories in there. And it's these aggregators accounts. So maybe we shouldn't blame actually Himothy. We should blame pages like this that clearly I don't follow. All things THFC, they're like, look, we're a fucking aggregator account. And they just see things from people and they just report it. And then we're all supposed to be like, oh, really? Is it true? Are we really We are interested in Carlos Baleba. I am interested in eating dinner tonight. That doesn't mean I'm eating fucking Wagyu. That doesn't mean I'm eating McDonald's. It doesn't mean anything. It just means I'm interested in eating dinner. And it's crazy to me how people just, you know, I would love it if I had one of these faceless accounts like this, and I could just put a swag picture of Destiny, Aura farming, and we all just collectively say, you know what? He got it. He's right. He said it. He said we're interested, and we are. So that's lovely news. And this guy says, got excited till I saw the source was Himothy. And shout out Goofy. Goofy's really the GOAT of Disney. I mean, he carried Mickey Mouse as a franchise, in case you were wondering. That entire franchise was carried by Goofy, and a Goofy movie specifically. Fantastic fucking movie, 10 out of 10. Strong 10 out of 10. This guy said, we haven't seen a crumb of news in a week, and it's this kid, and, you know, he's doing his aura farming dance, and he's dead inside. And it's basically what it feels like being a Tottenham rep on channels at this moment. Because it's like, when we signed Kudus, I was the kid on the boat full of the aura, as the kids would say. I've been saying aura like 20 times this stream already. But, you know, they've made this motherfucker do this thing so many times. He's dead inside. He don't want to do it. He's done. He's done out here. But shout out that kid, man. Daniel Levy, I just thought this was a funny photo. It's him as Pinocchio. He says, we want to win the Premier League and the Champions League. This picture kills me. And, you know, I just think that how lovely that is, because I pulled up a post yesterday, talked about how much Liverpool spent in the window so far, and they won the league, and we came in 17th in the league, and how much we've spent. There's a clear indication of who and what we're going to do. I'm not going to lie. I was slightly fooled into thinking maybe we're doing something different. You know, I did that stream where I'm like, I'm never going to shit talk Tommy again, because I was riding the highs of the Kudus deal and then the Gibbs White. It was like, okay, clearly something's going on that I just cannot understand in my simple little mind. But it turns out we've all been bamboozled. And I don't understand why he has to do this to us.
What do they have on us? Why? Why?
I don't understand what they have on us, but they've got something on us. Jacob, you one of the best, bro. Yid Army. Hey, I appreciate that. I don't need to be one of the best. I just want to be myself. I just want to be the best version of myself, the best Jacob Wallraven that there can be. That's all I'm trying to be. And that's why, you know, I admittedly did it on purpose. The ambiguous title, the no thumbnail, very ambiguous. What is he going to talk about? Because I was genuinely curious. I was like, let's see how many people are going to tune in when they think I'm going to fucking talk about drama. And I actually did for 20 minutes, but I don't think I put water in any lawn. I just kind of laughed at all of it because I think it's all funny, but it's also all very, what is it? I'm providing validation to all sides of the argument here, because I really do see all sides of it. But the main thing I think is freedom of speech. But I don't want to be the best Tottenham rep. I just want to be the best version of Jacob, because I will be honest, about 40% of the people who actually tune in every day aren't even Tottenham fans. So it's like, I don't feel the Tottenham community. I've called it out because it's not a Tottenham community. It's a Tottenham cult. And if you play into it, you get fucking dick shaked. If you don't get dick shaked. And you know what? I got a wife and I don't need nobody online shaking my dick. C'est la vie. What's the drama? I'm out of the loop. I'm envious. I'm envious of you. Yeah, MDGT. Hello, Jacob. Glad I finally caught you on the stream. 915, keep the faith. Morgan Gibbs White is joining us. Nottingham Forest is going to throw a tantrum first. Big up MDGT. Is this Marco, my G from El Paso, my dog? Hey, come on. I can't wait till we get this thing started. If you don't know, El Paso Spurs is about to be the next best thing you've ever seen since motherfucking denim jeans. How about that? And I'm oh so serious, like XM radio. You know what I mean? Big up Declan Storm Tracking. Declan Storm Tracking? What is that? You know what that sounds
Damn,
like?
I'm on my Britney shit. Oops, I hit again. Damn, I'm on my DJ Khaled shit. We the best. Damn, we rolling hella deep. I feel like Adele.
I feel like Adele. That's just it. Big up to you, Marco, man. Let me go over to YouTube here and get you a mod so you can stand out. Stand out. Go start out now. Even if you gotta start out loud. Tonight is the only thing you see. That's a Goofy movie song right there now. Come on. With Thomas Frank, Spurs will be miles better and finish in top 7 minimum. This is from a Spurs hater. You think so? Based on what? Nitsuch? Newbie? What? Based on what? Because, I'm doing pure sarcasm and hope. Whenever I'm bigging up, I'm saying I'm Demi Moore, hee. Don't make me get the ghost clip now. I'm just going to start warning y'all, because if y'all push me, I'm going to have to pull up the motherfucking ghost clip. And you know which one I'm talking about. If you're a frequent flyer, and if you are, you're a sexy son of a bitch, first of all. But if you're here enough, you know exactly what clip I'm talking about. And don't make me tell you about Thomas being our Patrick Swayze now. What did Drunk NATO say? You hyping everybody up? I feel like Spurs channels are turning into goon channels. That's fair. I mean, I'll be honest. I just don't watch channels that typically talk about Tottenham like Arsenal reps. I don't tune in, and guess what? It's great because none of it bothers me. But it is more and more, especially when we're like not doing well. Then it's like, and dude, it's the off season. I'm not surprised some dumb shit popped up. You got dumb fuck saying this, dumb fuck saying that, and then my dumb fuck in here saying what I'm saying. It's just all silly Billy stuff. Lord Trotter says way too many shitguns in the football community in general. People that don't have a first clue about football, giving opinions like they know what the fuck they're talking about. Well, I think you know that I am one of the first to admit that I only know what I know, which is not a lot. All right. I've played the sport for 20 years and I've never been a coach, and I love the game, and I've watched it I've watched Tottenham for 14, watched the sport for 20. So it's like, I've been around it, but I'll be the first to admit, like, I'm not, when we were hiring Thomas Frank, I said, I don't know how we're going to play. I don't know I can nail down his play style. I watched the first preseason game, and the tactics part of it kind of bored me until Vuskovic came on and started big dicking. Then it was a different story. But I do agree. It is infuriating. I love the sport and I love Tottenham. So when I'm tuning into a rival show, I expect to hear shitting on Tottenham. When I tune into a Tottenham show, I don't want to listen to shitting on Tottenham. I want to hear people talking good, talking real nice to me. I want to hear people talking real nice to my club. And it's very infuriating. So I sympathize with both sides because I see it like that annoys the fuck out of me. But what I do when something annoys me is I put space between myself and the object. And typically that works. Typically that works very well. You need to do some more day streams. Billy, I don't know what time zone you're in, but it is the middle of the day for me. It's 4:23 in the afternoon. Jacob, you ever heard song El Paso by Marty Robbins? No, I haven't. But if it is not copyright, then absolutely. You watching the Spurs 5 tomorrow?
Tell you one thing, irrespective of tomorrow, I'm not a clown. I never will be, mate.
All right. But to answer your question, no. No, I won't. I'm sure if there's anything that's like, of substance, I will hear of it through the grapevine. But no, it's just not for me. But that's okay if it is for you. It's just not for me, I don't. If I wanted to see the same 5 opinions, I could go to any one of the fucking 100 streams that they've all done together. So why when you put the whole 5 of them together, why would I tune in then? It just seems like more of the same. And I didn't like that stuff before, so no, not for me. What transfers do you think we'll get? I don't know what to think about this Morgan Gibbs White deal. I don't even know if I think that it's the best idea to just stay involved in it. And I don't know that I think it's worth it at this point, because if you take that money, you go splash it on Xavi Simons, maybe we don't allow Chelsea the chance, or maybe we tantalize Xavi Simons with another opportunity. And honestly, personally, I'm very disappointed to see Xavi Simons say yes to Chelsea, because I thought higher of him as a human being, that he wouldn't do that to me, that he would come to Tottenham only. He is a better coach, better than all since Poch. Well, he's accomplished as much as Poch before Poch joined Tottenham. So that is right. What's for dinner, Jacob? I was thinking of just passing out. I'm tired. Can't believe Germany women's national team lost. I didn't see that, but commiserations to Germany's women's team. For dinner, I'm thinking butter chicken with garlic naan. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, yeah. No clip, don't do it. That's what I'm saying. Don't push me now. I'll do it. That new Demi Moore movie was straight up insane, though. That was my movie of the year. You talking about The Substance? That was my movie of the year. Feel like I'm on my I'm on my DJ Khaled shit. Yeah, how'd you know? When you say you don't watch those channels, how do you know what they say? There's a thing called WhatsApp. There's a thing called Twitter. I get told things. People say things in my chat. You hear things. It's not like secret confidential information. So like, yeah, I'd rather during my day enjoy myself. So that's what I choose to do. But when people say, oh, hey, did you see Stelios commented talking shit about you on Leo's page? I'm like, no, I didn't, because I haven't blocked. So I couldn't have seen it. And then I see it, and it's like he's mentioned me 3-4 times in all his comments. I'm just like, bro, why are you obsessed with me? I'm married. You're shorter than my 5-year-old son, and you're talking shit about me. It doesn't make sense. Like, why are you thinking about me? And he's got all kinds of nice personal insults, that I'm sure the Landmark Forum taught him. He paid good money. He's the Tom Cruise of, what Tom Cruise is to Scientology. Smelios he's the Tom Cruise to Scientology. He is that to the Landmark Forum. He pays them a lot of money, and they say, don't worry, nothing's your fault. You're a good guy. Even though you do all those awful, horrible things, we'll just absolve you from the guilt. Just pay me the money. That's why. Because you have people who look out for you that say, hey, this guy's slandering you. That's how you find out. Outside of that, like, their football opinions are irrelevant to me as well. So like that stuff doesn't really trickle through. It's more of like when people are talking shit about you, when there's times I'm like just chilling, listening to Savage show, and I look at the chat and I see like, fuck Jacob, fuck Paul, the drug addict motherfuckers. Like, all right, it don't bother me. It really don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know why people get upset about it, that someone made anything about you. That's a compliment, in my opinion. That means, hey, shit. Like when I did a video about Sava's football opinion back in the day, is because I clearly was watching his shit. I watched Sava's shit. Sava's worked in professional football. Why wouldn't I see what a guy who's worked in the profession has to say? Same thing with like Steve Perriman. When Steve Perriman puts a video up on YouTube and you listen to it and he says certain things, you're like, I want to hear that, because there's, whether I agree or not, who cares? Why does it bother people when they don't agree? I don't understand. Like, we could all disagree. Like Trotter, he don't agree with me on half of nothing, but he says no shade on me. That's very nice. Big up Lily White Lane. Great stream tonight, Jacob. Hope you and all the chat are well. Big up. Appreciate that. I try to keep it chill. I only get out the all-seeing eye when I have to. And right now, the all-seeing eye, all that it sees is silliness. And I don't Yeah, it's just all silly. But I mean, Stelios can still go fuck himself every day, ending in Y for sure. But like, I'm not out here looking for Stelios content. I'll tell you that much. If I needed a bald fucking Smurf, I'd go watch that new movie that came out. I think it's called Smurfs, actually. Maybe something different. I don't know. Jacob can do his own Spurs 5. Well, you know, they say I should book an airline ticket for 2. So I'm at least 2. I could do Spurs 2. I mean, who cares Spurs 5? It's not like that's the only 5 Spurs reps there are. There's a whole bunch of Spurs reps like Dan. He's not in the 5, but he's a great channel you should listen to. I don't agree with half the shit he says either. He pisses me off. But that's the great part about it. That's what, to me, that's what it's supposed to be about. Like, yeah, fuck your opinion. I think this. And it's like, yeah. And it's like, cool. I hope we win. Yeah, me too. It's like, that's it. We all want us to win at the end of the day. And if you don't, then you're clearly not a Tottenham fan. And that's all I'll say in that regard. Do I have a jersey on this player? Yeah. Yeah, I got Mickey van der Veen. Ha ha ha, yeah. I got the Mickey van der Veen. Had to. That, bro, he made this shit possible. Come on. Shout out Mickey van der Veen. Jacob, it's okay. They'll repeat many of the same, bro. That's what I'm saying. Most of them agree with each other. They're just going to be like, I agree, but harder. It's like, all right. You know, if they want to do that, let them. Who cares? Jacob, spot on. If it ain't for you, it ain't bottom line. Like some people unsubscribe and don't tune in anymore because my shit ain't for them. And that's fine. Like, I'm not going to lose sleep over it, and no one should be losing sleep over someone not agreeing with you or being like, that's not my cup of tea. Because, you know, we're all different flavors. And that's the beautiful part about YouTube. So many flavors to savors. And it's your choice what you choose to eat and put in your mouth. Metaphorically, of course. I'd be more annoyed if they get Hato in all honesty, but Simons has potential as well. If you know Chelsea, you know that when they got a good defense and goalie, that's when shit gets serious. Yeah, I just see it like Maresca's different than like the Conte, right? Well, like Chelsea with Conte, when they had a good defense and goalie, it was a wraps. That was it. For me, I see it as a few ways like Simons. I mean, Hato too, because he's now going to be effectively a backup for Cucurella on the left and a potentially starting left-sided center back for them. If they go to a back 3, he'll be their left side center back for sure. So I think he gives both of these signings give Chelsea that fluidity in their formation to do different shit. And I think with Maresca, he likes to fucking go forward with the ball. He likes to invert his wing backs like everyone hated Ainge doing. And I think that's only going to be a good thing because then that gives either Simons, if he's on the left, well, guess what? Now he can open up that space. But I also think just with the ability to push Palmer out to the right, and then you can push Simons in the middle, that's just, it's a lot of adaptability for them, and I don't like it. Got time for you, big man. You tell it how it is. Oh, you're talking to Dan. Attackers have historically never made or broken Chelsea at the top level. It's always that defense and goalkeeper. One attacker I will say that I thought always upset me when I saw Chelsea play because it was like, God damn it, he's so good. Like, I loved them as a player profile, was Drogba. Personally, Didier Drogba, I was always like, it's like that, fuck you, you're so good, I hate you thing. So that's kind of how I felt about it. Unless people are being abusive or personal, people can do what they like on their own channels. I mean, if it is abusive or personal, you could report it, I'm pretty sure. And then at that point, it's in YouTube's hands to decide if it's abuse or not. I would say it's not. Now, if you get people like calling your phone, mailing your house, doxing you like Stelios did, that's abusive. You got people saying hurling slurs. That's what I was trying to say. You got that like Stelios did. Then yeah, that's abuse. But if you got people saying, I think you're stinky and you suck, then it's like, that's your opinion. And I don't take it as abuse personally. But, you know, people have, they all view things differently or respond to things differently, I suppose. Howdy, Jacob. Hope you're well, mate. Jacob in the Jackson 5, staying alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. That's a great song. Anyway. We are Tottenham TV are the Spurs too. Well, they're the brothers. We know. Gibbs White ain't joining us. He might not. We don't know. I don't know. I'll tell you that much. I definitely don't fucking know. For me, any opinions are fine just as long as it doesn't get personal when people disagree. I get so many personal attacks because I'll prove people's football opinions to be objectively false. Yeah, but you haven't done it to me, Trotter. Hey, yeah, I've talked a lot of shit. Why didn't you prove me wrong, buddy? I can just imagine what kind of abuse I'll get if I make a channel. Yeah, I mean, I feel like putting your face and name out there, it's almost like putting your hand in the pool and expecting to stay dry. It's never going to happen. Like, another thing that I was thinking about is like, whether you're, 100 subs, no, let's not even say subscribers. Let's say like your average view count, right? If I went live today and I put what the subject of the video was today, no, I'm going to say my regulars would be here. We probably have 40, 50, 60 people here because literally, that's roughly the average now, even though that, it used to be a lot higher back in the day whenever I catered and I had panels and, I was very much like, guys, watch my shit. Now I'm just like, I don't give a fuck because like, I don't need validation like that. But I will say it this way, whether you're Mark Goldbridge, who when he goes live has 20 to 50,000 people watching, there's a good chunk of them that are there just to fucking hate on him. So that's like the big football level, right? Expressions, 300,000 subscribers. I mean, Mark Goldberg's got a million, right? Something like that. I don't watch his shit, but he got like 1 million. I'm going to assume about 250,000 of those are just people hating, waiting to hate. And then from his live count, let's say 25,000 watching live. I'll say a good, at least 5,000 of that is there to just be like, you suck, you're a bitch, you're a hoe. Which I think it doesn't bother him. Chris Cowlin is another guy who gets a lot of abuse online. Air quotes if you're not watching. I think that's another guy that gets a lot of shtick online, and I've never seen it bother him once. So it's like when you are, what did Zlatan say? The lion does not care about the opinion of the sheep. I think when you take that approach, especially online, you'll do a lot better. You get a lot less upset. I know that for me has worked. And it's really easy to not care. I'll be so honest. Morning, Jacob. Best show with a cuppa. Big up, Sophia Ascension. Sophia Ascension, you are ascending. We are ascending. You know what? Let's... They don't know. They don't know. Regulars are called Reggies. Come on, I got married in Kentucky. Reggies. Well, Reggies is usually means you buy that bushwhack shit. Big up Danny Kiriakou. Hello, everyone. Hey, Jacob. Hey. Hi. Hi, Danny. Hi, Danny. They don't know. They don't know. Hey, come on now. Don't spill your cuppa. Cool. I caught up in the chat. I didn't think I was going to be able to do that. Let's keep running through. We're just hit an hour. So friendly reminder, if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel, you can or you cannot. Again, it's part of the fun of being alive. You have free will. Like Daniel Levy has the free will to say, we want to win the Premier League and the Champions League. And then just like me saying, I want to lose weight, but I'm still eating Oreos and I'm not working out, but I want to lose weight. You see, that's like, a bald man trying to tell me how to comb my hair.
Tyler says his hair is his moneymaker. Whoa.
Nah, that was just for you, Danny, all right? You don't ever fucking jump on the stream actually can't remember if it was me or you who hasn't texted back last, but you know, you wanted the vibes. There you go. You fucking got it. I would say do it, but if you're concerned about like your safety and all that, just don't put your family's. You don't even have to use your real name. Like you can come up with a cool nickname. That's something I wish I did rather than just being known as Jacob from United Spurs of America. Wish my name was like Jabogli or there's like a cool fucking. People got all their nicknames, you know. But it's weird, like trying to give myself a nickname. The only nickname I had growing up was J Wall, because there was a bunch of Jacobs in the group. So you got Jay Scott, you got J Wall, you got. Well, actually, I think that's it. Just 2 Jacobs. Yeah, but that just seemed like a weird channel name, J Wall. What? I don't know. But you know, you do whatever you want or don't. You know, you could just stay in the chat and do what you want. But the way I see it is, you know, when you do or if you do start your own channel, you get to do whatever the fuck you want to do with it. You get to talk shit about motherfuckers if you want. You get to not talk shit about motherfuckers if you want. You get to. That's where I just disagree with the whole like make your own content. I mean, he is by talking about your shit. That's his content now. Like it's like movie reviews. It's like a director being like, don't review my movie. Well, I mean, that's kind of the idea is to have your movie reviewed and then hopefully people like it. And a lot of times they may or may not, even regardless of the name. So again, no matter how big you are, how small you are, whether you just started out or you're going to start, or you've been at it for 7 years, I think I've been at it for what, 3 years, 4 years now at this point, goddamn. And it's like, if you look at other people's success or lack thereof, you're just going to be comparing yourself. And in that sense, it's just never going to be fair to yourself. Because when you do that, that's when you start looking like Daniel Levy as Pinocchio, in my opinion. Just, you know, do what you want to do. Like us, apparently stepping up our pursuit for Alejandro Garnacho. And what I would say about Alejandro Garnacho as well is that once Tommy get to touching, like that scene in Ghost, once Tommy get to touching, Alejandro Garnacho will be our very own Cristiano Ronaldo. It'll be fantastic. I quote tweeted this earlier because of this last line. It actually kind of pissed me off. He says, imagine going against your manager publicly only to end up at Spurs at 21. And I quote tweeted it and I said, well, imagine he had, you know, or I said, too bad he didn't force the move when he was 20, or else he'd be a European champion right now. I've been saying, give me Madueke, give me Garnacho. Because if what they say about Tommy is true, shit, we got CR7. And, well, we don't got Madueke now, but Kudus is going to be the Ghanaian Neymar. Dominic Solanke will be the English version of Erling Haaland. And Alejandro Garnacho will be the Argentinian version of Cristiano Ronaldo. You want the clip, guy? I swear, guy, you make me want to play the clip. I'm about to play the clip. I'm not going to do it. Anyway, what are y'all's thoughts on Garnacho? Whether you're in the chat now or watching this on playback looking for drama, and you're like, oh yeah, I do want to comment something about football. What thoughts on Garnacho? Will Thomas be able to make him our very own CR7 and Lily White? I think he could. I need a... Bro, this is me trying to play Ghost, and guys have none of it.
You got someone. Don't you love when I come around? What'd he say? Build you up, then I'll take you down.
Yeah, fighting back tears, man. Fighting back tears. Dan says, don't want him. You know, you can say you don't want him, but if Tommy says he wants him, are you going to back the manager, or are you going to be toxic and negative? That's the real question. That's what I really need y'all to answer. You say you don't want him, but what if your manager does and allegedly will turn him into our very own CR7? Let me know. Pity Kudus is only 82 gold in FIFA 25. Not on my career mode. He's at a 87 right now in my career mode. So, and that's the reality I choose to live in, not this ultimate team bullshit, pay to win bullshit. I hate it. I hate it just like Tottenham fans, or just like Arsenal fans hate seeing Tottenham win a trophy.
Look at this. They're engraving Tottenham Hotspur's name on a fucking trophy, man. This is fucking bullshit.
I miss based God. Wait, what does this mean, Shoshi? I might be too old for this because based is a good thing, but who's based God? Is it Mickey? Who's based God? Is it one of the clips I play and I just don't realize that's who it is? Who's that? Who's... Makes you think of Pulp Fiction. Whose bike is this? It's not a bike, baby. It's a chopper. Who's chopper? I personally like Garnacho, but for cheap, says Zapur. He ain't gonna be cheap. And I'm not gonna say the other joke. Garnacho would be an absolute disaster. There's parts of his game I really like, but I don't like his attitude. His final pass is non-existent, and he's got no shot on him. Well, he's got a Puskas. He's got a Puskas. Puskas? Puskaloni? According to our fans, Frank will transform every player. He's not just going to do that. He's going to mold them. Do I need to play the clip? Jordan, were you not here yesterday when we played the clip and I showed you just what Tom McBoy is going to do? I think we should just do that. Oh, guy doesn't want it, though. I know. Garnacho signs for Fulham, scoring his debut against Spurs. Well, fuck him. We dunked on him in the finals, what I'm going to say if he does do that. Biggest problem with Garnacho would be his contract demands. Not only that, you know, I'm wondering who's going to do his hair in London. I'm sure he's got a guy in Manchester, but as far as I understand it, someone from the UK, correct me if I'm wrong here, there's a few hours in between them two towns. And who's going to do his hair in the big old Londonian? I don't know, because Gibbs White and his wife, they're following different London barbers and stuff. Visa's following a London barber, and he doesn't even have hair. So make it make sense. That's how people should focus on, as general rule, is the way of living life. Huh? Garnacho signed for Fulham? Huh? Garnacho signed for Fulham? When? They started doing it while I was live? Where is it? What? I don't see any. I don't see it. Let me search Scalabrizio Sclamrano. Arsenal and Grokrush. Joaquin Penicilli. Well, Fabrizio ain't said that he signed for Fulham. Y'all lying to me? Y'all you're just trying to fuck up the flow? What's going on here? I don't see no. I see Mbappe number 10. I'm going to be me and say I don't rate him. If manager wants him and makes him good, fair play. If he folds, I'll say bad choice by manager. Fair enough. Has Garnacho signed for Fulham? No, I haven't seen it. You know Fabrizio Romano will be on it like fucking hot sauce. He loves something about him and young wingers. He just fucking... Garnacho took a shower at 8:26 p.m. Garnacho bleached his hair again. Was it Lamine Yamal's like, happy birthday, Lamine Yamal. And he's like, Lamine Yamal switched from Xbox to PlayStation. It's like, bro, why are you tweeting that? Who gives a fuck? When I compare Garnacho to Mikataudze, it's an easy for me to turn down Garnacho. Mikataudze, you talking about the forward from what's the name? Lyon? One of those French teams? Maybe. I just don't trust French people. Or when you've been playing in the French, that fucking quote could get taken out of context. I just don't trust French people. And it's because of The Patriot, the movie with Mel Gibson. And if you watch that movie, you'll know why. But I don't trust players coming directly from the French league to the Premier League because it's not really worked out great for us when that happens. But I wouldn't be against it. If I had to pick between Garnacho or him, I don't know. I'd have to think about it, at least. Garnacho will be great. What is wrong with attitude? I want a little FU and cockiness on the pitch. I think we got that with Mohamed Kudus as well. I think Romero's got that. I think Pedro Porro's got a little bit of that. Mikey Moore's got a lot of that. I think Luka Vuskovic got some I don't give a fuck in him. Yeah, I don't know. Every fan was puckering their cheeks when he came on during the final. That tells you something. I'm not going to lie. When he came on, I said, this will be the ultimate meme against us that Garnacho comes on and then takes away our trophy. So I think that there's a good little player there. And if Frank is as good as everyone has sold him to be, and, I've bought my Franco coin, but let's see. I wouldn't be that upset about it. I think more people will be upset about it than I will be upset about it for sure, because I, quite frankly, will just say, all right, then it is what it is. Oh, shit, I'm showing you. Oh, shit, Flamengo. Yeah, so for me, Garnacho, I'm fine with that. We're going to make him into Cristiano Ronaldo. Just watch Ghost if you don't know. Garnacho suits Fulham. Shout out to Dama Traore, man, every single time. Base God is the greatest artist in human living or dead, Sir Lil B. Who the fuck? Do I have a clip of him? Who is this person y'all keep talking about? Hopefully Garnacho's barber has a mobile operation. He might actually get his head down there. At Fulham? Yeah, I think it's a humbler when you go to Fulham, unless you're Clint Dempsey. Okay. Y'all just fucking with me. Okay. Everyone has I don't give a fuck in them. I want some I give a fuck. Please take Nacho. Only 65? No fucking way. No fucking way I'm taking Garnacho for 65. No way. I'll do it for 40. For the Matthias Tell, for what we spent on Matthias Tell, I'm fine with that. Yeah, bro, he said bald as fuck, bro. And they were like, look, he's following a barber. It's like, bro, he's bald. What are you talking about? I'll play the clip, guy. Don't make me. It's 40 mil. Shit, I'd do it for 40. I can't lie. I will do it for 40 flat. Nothing more. Maybe 45 if you're fucking pulling me. Lil B is the king of both America and UK, Palestine, Antarctica, Brazil, and Mars. He's the big. Who is Lil B? Who the fuck is this? Did I play a clip of the guy? I don't think that I did. You talking about? I don't know, bro. Y'all are confusing me with this Lil B shit. What is going on? I was thinking 30, 35. I mean, it's not my money. So it's like, you go to Chipotle and they say, hey, guacamole's extra. If I'm not paying, I'm going to say, okay, sure, that's fine with me. What am I going to be upset about? Lil B is a rapper whose heyday was in the late 2000s, early 2010s. Bro, I was alive during this time. I feel like this would be a name that I know. All right, I'm fucking Googling it. Y'all, who the fuck? Lil B is God. Bro, what? Swag Like Ohio? Suck My Dick Ho? That's one of his songs? Suck My Dick Ho, okay? Like, I don't know any of these songs. Is this Thank God I'm Based? Is this what y'all talking about? Hang on, I'm going to get copyrighted, but just bear with me. Let me go to the middle of the song here. Let me just hear a bit.
Bitch, of course I'm hot.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe I picked a bad spot to randomly jump to, but I don't know what the hell y'all fucking talking about. Thank God I'm Based. And it sounded like he was saying incest. So I just don't know how to feel about what y'all are doing to me. And I'm going to be honest. I don't like it. I didn't like that. What's up, Poppy? Ay, Papi Chulo, que on this way? 20 million at a push. I'll do 20 million. What the fuck? Invite me on for any mention of Najos. Nachos? Suck My Dick Ho is a classic. He sounds this for A. I mean, I love the title. The title's fantastic. Holy shit, he's discovered a Lil B rabbit hole. I wonder if I could copyright it, because that beat that he was rapping over is that's a techno beat, right? His influence was always more in the background of hip hop than in the mainstream. Okay. Sounds like a very polite. I mean, Suck My Dick Ho, that's a pretty great song title. It makes me interested to see what's going on. Hey, Outlaw, I ain't seen you in a while. Big up to you. Lil B is straight dookie. All right. You know, I don't know what's going on. Guy, I don't think, did we exchange numbers? I don't know. Here's the link. There you go. You want to jump on? You can jump on. You know, hopefully what happened there to Sava don't happen to me, but whatever, who cares? What's this? What is this? Okay. Oh, it was in response to this. Because in one, he doesn't look happy to have the arm, but in this one, he looks happy to give both arms. Oh, and a rub, and a pat. Man, genuinely Lil B's. Bro, I might have to learn more about this Lil B shit. I'm not going to lie, because maybe I just do an unmonetized stream and we just listen to it and figure out what the fuck you are talking about. What you talking about? Speaking of what you talking about, this stream's about to go off the fucking rails.
Hey, Maisie, how are you? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello, governor. I hear you.
Oh,
how you
you're
doing?
right, mate. You're right, mate. You up the chimney sweep? Is that all good?
Oh, you know, it's one of them lovely evenings here in the little Cheerio, little chip Cheerio. How you doing, Guy? Good to see you, buddy.
With every stream comes a consequence. You got
Hey.
Big Bertha. You've got Big Bertha. I got my medal, mate. Are you ready?
You ain't give your medal a little pet name?
No, it's a medal. But yeah, because you
So
know.
in that sense, why you keep calling her Big Bertha?
Well, you called her Big Bertha. That's why
Yeah,
I said
that's
Big
true.
Bertha and Uncle Eddie. Well, I've got a maximum on you. Pause. I've got a maximum.
Lucan says to ask you about based God, Lil B.
Ask Guy from Lane the bait. Oh. Yeah. No, I'll just say how it is, innit? I'll just say how it is. You know this.
I say how it is too, isn't it?
Yeah. Here's the thing about internet drama, right? Because you know I'm not a content creator. Chat, I'm not a content creator. I'm one of those people that crashes onto streams and just likes to talk about that club that won those cups. And I like to talk to people who are authentic and real. That's all it is, mate. That's all it is. Oh, by the way, I'm going Luton.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got to enter into the backyard. That'll be some fun.
Yeah, well, tickets sold out, but I got tickets from another means, shall we say.
And what does that mean? Are you brown envelope? Are we confirming that today?
Well, I just got tickets to the ground, mate. I got the QR code, so I don't care. Is what it is, innit? But yeah, I'm going Luton.
Very nice. That'll be fun.
Oh my God.
I'm a little jealous. What?
It's all right. I was at Reading as well, mate. Oh, you know this. I saw Vuckovic's yellow booted goal, which was.
I'll tell you, I'm not gonna lie. When you said yellow, I thought something else.
Diamonds look like PP.
Yellow diamonds look like PP. Love that.
Anyway, how's your kids? How's your wife? How's your life, my man?
Well, we could talk about all that boring shit when the stream's over, but I'm gonna ask you. Yeah, I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Yeah.
But what I would say is this: Tottenham are doing their best yet again to try and bring me down. And I'll be honest, I watched that ghost clip, and it gets me back up. Because
don't play that. Don't do it. Please don't. Please do not subjugate the chat to that. Please don't. It's so bad. It's so bad. Stop laughing like a little troll. Stop it. Oh, you're queuing it up.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Look, my hands are up here.
Yeah, I want hands in the air, fam. I want hands in the air.
Ghost clay scene.
Oh, why? Don't do it. Don't.
I'm just gonna have it ready in case, because I'm gonna warn. If I check, there's been over 100 people in this stream. If we're not on 50 likes,
like the stream, fam.
If we're not on 50 likes, bro, I'll be honest.
Yeah, because if you're not from the lane, you ain't subscribed, and you.
Okay, there's 60 likes. You're safe for now. You're so.
Oh, come
They're
on,
safe
we can
for
get
now.
some more. Anyway, how you digging the kit?
It's nice. I'm getting it nice and sweaty, stretching it out a little bit, making some room for my titties. I'm enjoying it. It's beautiful. Black is a slimming color, and for big boys like me, there's nothing better than a kit that makes you slim up a little bit by doing nothing. It's a great feeling.
So, how do you think we're going to do with the upcoming friendlies?
I think we're going to live, laugh, love. I think win, lose, or draw, as long as the boys go out there and they're brave, as long as they go out there and the vibes are immaculate, who cares? We got an extra preseason game. That was actually some of the breaking news, or not breaking news. The emergency meeting was that Thomas Frank, we are adding a preseason game. And that Thomas Frank, I love this part, actually. I am going to share this part. Let me share my screen real quick. Let's see here. No, wrong tab. Wrong tab. Wrong tab.
Cool.
So Thomas Frank, all things THFC, is clearly listening to The Last Word on Spurs as they're live, I think, right now. It says Thomas Frank will be looking to develop the academy players.
What academy players do we have that you think that they're going to be able
Well, not
to
Ashley
develop?
Phillips, because he got loaned to Stoke today. So he's definitely not going to be one of these, how do I say?
No,
molded,
don't play it.
Okay, I won't.
Don't play
We've
it.
got another guest. Dan, Hotspur Hood is here.
Hey, Hotspur, how you doing, my man?
Yeah, look at that.
Same Spurs, different day.
Yeah, same shit, different smell, innit?
But then
what do you think?
My wife
about
was
this?
getting the ump with me anyway, and then you put that on there. I thought, do you know what? I'll go to the man cave then and let her go to sleep.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
got to
go.
be done,
Hey.
mate. It's got to be done.
If I can, help wives fall asleep, then what good am I? That's a shitty joke. Dan.
There's another way I can turn that round, mate. If she falls
Yeah, I
asleep,
know.
you definitely ain't doing the job properly. You walked into a brick wall there, man. Fix up.
So look, Thomas Frank says he's going to develop academy players per some guy on Last Word on Spurs. Do I read this as this is definitely what Thomas Frank said? Or is this what some guy said?
Yeah, because here's the
No,
thing,
I can
Dan,
believe
just
that.
a quick one to the audience. I'm not on Twitter. I don't have a Twitter account. So all of this is, I'm just listening to you guys. So you go ahead.
I think that was the intention of basically getting him anyway. For me, Frank is a very good coach. He's got a lot to prove where he could do it at a much bigger club. But he's definitely shown he's got more than enough capability to get better out of a player. I mean, but to do that, he has to get our players up to standards, let alone get them better.
Yeah, because
we do seem to be going
and
for a
Ivan Toney,
younger
didn't
lot.
he?
We do
'Cause he
seem to be
improved
going for a younger lot. And with that, it's the fact of, I think he's just the ideal manager to work in Levy's way. And that's the aspect of, they're the players you're going to get, deal with it, basically. And whether he gets a pick or not, who knows? And I just think he's a very good manager with the capability of adapting to the team he's not got instead of expecting the team to adapt to his style. And then with that, he can play with the cards he's got. And we do seem to have this fashion now of wanting younger players. And he seems like the ideal manager for it. I think he's got a lot of potential. I think he can get us looking
Is he
good on
gone?
the pitch again.
Okay.
Hello,
I
is
think
he
that
gone?
I agree with you. I think it's you, Guy. I think you're lagging. I think Guy's lagging a bit. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead. I'll take him out. Well, he took himself out. There was a point there that I do agree with, but I'm hoping it's bigger than just like improving the academy kids. Because with Brentford, it wasn't like all them players that actually came out good came from the academy, and he molded them at age 16, right? I mean, Ivan Toney played for Newcastle before he went. I mean, granted, it was all in the championship, but I look at what he's done with certain players, and if where he's coming to is a higher starting ground, what I'm concerned about is, let's say his maximum capacity, right? Like a battery for your laptop or your phone over time, right? It's like, not when you charge it 100%, the phone's at 100%, it's actually at like 80%, it's full battery life, let's say, just for arbitrary numbers' sake. Those iOS, man, they fucking get you every time. But so off that notion, I'm concerned because let's say he's starting off here with Tony, Visa, and Buemo, right? And he raises them here. Now, if Kudus is here, if Tell is here, and the players are in and around this area just below where he had Tony and Buemo, you could say for sure, then is he the kind of manager that's going to close that gap or exceed what he got them to? Because I feel like I don't know the best way to ask this question, because in my head I see it like, will he raise players like Kudus, Tell, Bergvall, Archie Gray, Destiny? Will he make these players exponentially or the percentage amount better, that the same way he did with Tony, the same way he did with Mbeumo? I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in it. And when I just say live, laugh, love, I feel better about it. And when I listen to Thomas Frank's press conferences, I feel the way I imagine people felt when they listened to Ainge's press conferences, which is frustrated, confused, and usually a little rubbed the wrong way. I couldn't even finish the press conference I tried to watch yesterday because it was just fluffy. Just hopefully I go live today is something I do say, but I'm not a fucking professional making millions of dollars. I'm a dude on YouTube. So it's like, my hopefully doesn't have as much weight as, the car mechanic saying, you came in to get your brakes fixed. Hopefully your car stops when you're going down the hill. It's like, no, I don't need a hopefully. I would like some guarantees, but there's obviously no guarantees in life. Does anyone have that fear that Thomas Frank won't be able to raise our players exponentially because they are at a higher starting ground than the players he previously had?
I'm gonna say one sentence, and Dan, because I'm sure Dan wants to talk about this, and I'll keep it short and sweet, right? So the players that he molded, Ivan Toney and Buemo, Wissa, if history is repeated, he will. But here's the thing: it is Tottenham. So I'm not gonna hold my breath for it. But speaking from history, he has done that. Anyway, Dan, up to you.
I think he's got the capability of doing it. I've got my other side where I look at it and say, well, we haven't seen him in Europe yet. We haven't seen him at a big club yet.
Big up, bad.
But he's done. We'll put it this way. I would love to see Pep Guardiola go to Brentford and keep him in the Premier League for 4 years, and they don't need to touch the bottom three once.
Yep.
To me, that is a massive achievement on its own. And with that, I think he's got capability in the aspect of to improve the players. How do I put this? You haven't necessarily got to make them better. What a good coach knows how to do, and this is something I've been saying on YouTube for a while, you can get a pretty average team out there, but you play the right formation for that team, not for you, for that team. You play the players in their best positions and what they are best at, and you get 9, 10 out of the 11 players working. You can make a very average team. look like a very, very good team. But then spin it round. You can have a very, very good team. Play them completely out of sync. Play them completely in the wrong position for the team. And you can make a very good team look like a very poor team.
Yeah, like PSG with Neymar, Messi, it just didn't work. So I agree.
That was just too. That one was just too many Chiefs, not enough Indians. Simple as that. And I think he's got the capability of doing that. It's not necessarily about even making the players better. Yeah, that's what we want. We want the players better. But if he can get them playing in the right positions, the right way, with the right formation, and we've already seen he's got a choice of 3 or 4 formations, and then willing to change them in the middle of a game to win the game or to try and keep the game, whatever. I think he's got more than enough capability of doing it. But that all comes down to opinion and think at the end of the day from what I've seen him do at Brentford. Can he come to a big club like ours? And we're not one of the elite, but we're still a big club. And as a fan base, we're as raw as it gets. And he's not going to have the same sort of time on him to do it before people start getting skeptical. Because Spurs fans, we do want everything done yesterday. And I think he's got the capability of doing it personally. But then there is that other side. I haven't seen him do it. So time will tell. But I think he's got the capability of doing it.
Okay, so what's your expectations for next season? Are we just going to be top 4 contenders? Because essentially we're in 4, as always, 4 competitions, right? We got, I'm not going to call the sponsorship it because I'm 41 years old. It's the League Cup. We've got the FA Cup. We've got the Premier League, and we've got a European title. Do you think, and expectation-wise, and also to Jacob, which do you think that
you're lucky I'm muted? I just yelled obscenely into the mic. I said, the Carabao Energy Cup. Because you're like, I'm not going to do the sponsor. I was like, don't worry, I will. Carabao, get your kick now.
Yeah, because you'll probably get some squiddles from every promotion you say. But no, what's the expectation this year?
I wish. The whole stream, I'd just be saying the brand name. If I got 10 cents every time I mention it. But sorry, I digressed us from the conversation.
Yeah.
With my...
What do you expect? Come on, what do you expect?
What do I expect?
As a Spurs fan, what do you expect Spurs
disappointment?
Will do in the next... Really?
As a Spurs fan, I expect disappointment because
we're Spurs. But
at every turn, they're just like, it's just like a fat kid flipping me off at every turn. I'm like, fuck you, fat kid. And I'm like, no, fuck you. And then it's like Peter Griffin and the chicken. Everywhere you go, you're just like, man, fuck you. And he's like, fuck you. And then you just fight. And it's like, all right, see you next time. And so when you say, what do I expect as a Tottenham fan? I expect disappointment. I expect, what is that? There's no name on it.
The green screen sunny shirt.
Oh, the sunny shirt. Hey, I got mine right here. Hey, son's always, he's in my heart and on my body. And I don't mean that in an Ayo sense. I have him tattooed on my body. What I expect, a lot of living, a lot of laughing and loving. Bravery. What else I'm going at the rate in which my manager has told me, because the last one, he didn't lie to me. He said, I was winning things in my fucking second season, mate. And then he did. And I thought he was a liar at the time. And so he proved me wrong. So this time I'm like, I'm not going to presume you're a liar like I did with Ainge. I'm going to presume you're telling me the truth. And so far what he's told me is hopefully we win. And what I gathered from his press conference before the last preseason match was that he came here to maximize all the players' potentials. And when you do that, maybe you win something. So that's what maybe we win something if we maximize our potential. So it's like, even if you do the job, we still may not have glory. That's what I understood from it. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong, Dan. Maybe you could help me out here, because when a manager says, I'm brought here to do X, Y, Z, and once I'm able to do X, Y, Z, maybe we do win. Maybe we don't win.
And also you got to remember, he's never been sacked He's never.
Oh
been
yeah,
sacked.
that is. I love every manager has those few lines that are just going to stick throughout their entire tenure, and I feel like maybe that could be his. Maybe.
Anyway, Dan, your 2 cents,
Look,
please.
I think, I mean, for me, next season, we finish top 6 and have a good cup run. I'll be satisfied with that as a start to a big improvement. I mean, last
Agreed.
season was abysmal. Yep,
It
we got
was
the
terrible.
cup. We can be happy with that, but that was a moment. And a good moment at that. But the season was absolutely shocking, and I don't think he can do any worse unless he gets us relegated. But then I won't be happy with 10th. It depends also on other players we can get, and it's like what I think we've all agreed on. What can he get the players to? What are half those players' limits? I mean, Basuma, he's a much better player than what a lot of people give him credit for. And he looked significantly better every time we played him as more of an attacking back-to-back instead of a DM, instead of a defensive one, which he isn't. And other players, I think you're going to see big improvements, like Porro and whoever we play on the left, because we're actually going to play them how they're meant to be played, not as bloody inverted wing-backs, which they never played in their lives, as overlapping wing-backs to get on the side and cross it in. I think we can get 6, 7, 6, let's say, and I think we can go for a good cup run. But on the other side of it as well, I don't see why we can't win a cup, because I'm a firm believer that anyone can win a cup any season. And I said it at the start of last season that I think Angie's going to have an awful season in the league, but I personally believe he can win us a cup, and stuck with it through the
Domestic
season.
cup.
So Dan, what Elijah's saying here, I can pretty much get on with this. If we don't win a League Cup or FA Cup, because as much as I'm going, whenever I'm in the more public forum, I will say we're winning it all. We're doing the quad, just because when I go present myself to rival fans, it's always fuck you, go Tottenham. And until it's not possible, it's not possible. But realistically, Premier League, Champions League, I don't expect either one of those to amalgamate to any real joy or glory. But League Cup and FA Cup, you can't tell me that if Crystal Palace can win one of them, if Newcastle can win one of them, Shirley, but don't call me Shirley, Tottenham Hotspur can win both of them.
It's the FA Cup.
But he's also he could win a Super Cup. You just got to win one game for that. I know it is against arguably the best team in the world right now.
Just ask Chelsea against PSG.
They're beatable.
Ask Chelsea against PSG.
I think that's going to work against us, though. Chelsea beating them in the Club World Cup, because now they're going to be pissed off that another team from London's trying to take another trophy from them. And you know what they say: you may be able to punch him once or twice, but
here's the thing. They were beaten. Everyone was saying
they did show they can bleed. That is true.
Yeah.
Anyone can win a cup. Anyone can win a cup, because it's only over 6-7 games usually. And it's on the day that matters. Nice. Yeah, Super Cup is won. But on the day, the cup, I mean, look how England got to 2 finals back-to-back and played some of the most abysmal international football you've ever seen.
Yep.
And
agreed, Dan.
The same way we won that Europa Cup. We played absolutely shocking in 9 out of 10 of them games, but still dragged our way through it.
Yeah.
The thing that shows is over 38 games when how poor your team is playing, because you end up finishing 17th or whatever else in that. Over 38 games, you can't live on luck. A cup, you can literally win it for a good game and luck. Yep. You can do it. It doesn't happen very often, but it proved it last season with 3 teams, that sometimes the smaller teams can do it. I think it's going to be bloody hard this year, because I think Man City, Liverpool for me are the favourites hands down. Man City, Arsenal finally got their striker. Chelsea got a very good team there overall, like squad-wise, very depth in it. It's going to be hard. But
I think Chelsea should be challenging, personally.
I personally think they're the underdogs.
I'm not going to lie.
I honestly think they're good enough to go for it now.
Yeah, and they're going to have the depth to go. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Their team is good, not just their squad is good, not just the first 11.
Yeah, it's like the next guy is good.
Nothing. I'm not predicting nothing, because here's the thing, mate. We're just in pre-season. We ain't even seen competitive football yet. So I'm still on everyone's at 0. Everyone's
You
at
say
0.
that, but there is something that
Points wise, that's true. That's what I'm going from, right? So I'm not going to jump to conclusions at this point. That's what I'm not going to do.
It's not even conclusions; it's opinions of what you think can happen.
Yeah,
and then obviously when you make the transfers and that's the fun in football. You can change your mind every 3 or 4 games.
Yeah,
it's easy as that.
Yeah, for me, until we're about.
So what you're saying, guys,
in.
you don't want to do the tier ranking?
Oh my god!
Well,
just predict champions, second through fourth.
No, put Woolwich at the bottom. Put Woolwich at the bottom.
Yeah, but that'd just be stupid because we know they hate crap.
Fucking the cunts. I don't care.
If you're gonna do it realistically. You got to put them.
All right, I'll put them 13th. I'll put them 13th. I think
they'd be top 4.
This one,
they'd be top 4.
Who y'all got getting relegated? I think it'll
West Ham,
probably be Burnley.
No, not Forest.
I'll go with the Forest.
Yeah.
I think West Ham are going to go down personally this year.
Yeah.
I think Brentford, where they've just literally lost everything, I think they're going to go down as well. I think Sunderland are going to stay up because I think they've done.
They've invested, haven't they?
Team.
They've invested.
Yeah. I think Leeds are going to give it a good run for it. I think it's going to be quite a tight battle at the bottom.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Fabrizio just said 50 seconds ago, LAFC have approached Heung-min Son over a potential transfer. Good. What?
Levy will keep him until the Asian tour.
Well, we all know he's going to get held hostage, and we're going to fucking, we've got him. Here he is. And they're all going to be like, yeah. We're going to be like, look, pay me more money.
Legend. He's a Spurs legend. Whatever he does, I will give him the same with Harry Kane. Go forth, my child. You know what it is? Go forth.
I'm too petty, bro. I can't.
Yeah, but for me, Son has to go. He's
agreed. I saw him at Reading, mate.
His sell-by date, and with that,
dude, I will literally get fucking LAFC season tickets. I'm not gonna lie. Proximity, very.
He's been brilliant
close.
For us. No two ways about it. He has been brilliant for us, yeah. But the thing is, if you want to be a big club and go to, well, he's lost a bit of that as well, in my opinion. And once a player, put it this way, an elite team would have had him gone 2 years ago because he was already going past his sell-by date. And when it comes to it, if you want to be in there,
I don't think he is.
You got to be. I'm
ruthless. Biased, but I don't.
Fair enough, but you got to be ruthless. And it's a saying that I make on other people's shows. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and if you want to get to the top in a business or a sport, you got to be cruel. And
it's a mercenary sport.
He's been brilliant for us.
Why?
Days are done. Time to go. And we need to get someone in who can improve that position. Have we got anyone?
I feel nauseous. I'm not going to lie. I don't feel good right now.
Jacob.
And I don't judge him from pre-season. I judge him from the past season, 2 seasons, and he is on the way down.
I judge him from this.
10 years, you guys been saying from day 1 till now, boys. I fucking love you.
I fucking love you.
We fucking won the Europa League.
I fucking did.
And you all deserve it.
No wagers, nobody else, just you and me once and for all.
I don't feel good. I don't feel good.
Oh, come on, man. Did you not feel bad when Harry Kane left for Bayern Munich?
No, because he had been twerking his little fucking English cheeks, his little Panera breads. He'd been twerking them for City.
I didn't realize why on cover.
Then he started twerking, and he down-tooled for Nuno. And, like, poor Nuno, dude was just like, oh, shit, I got the fucking Harry Kane. I'm going to make everyone proud. And Harry Kane's like, fuck this guy. And then he comes back, and he's like, oh, I'll play for Conte. And then, Son gets the golden boot. Shout out my Korean god.
I don't blame Kane for that. I mean, again, if you're going to think of it and you want to get to the top and you can see that your club just ain't doing it or ain't even that bothered about it, the owners and that, then as a player, you want to get to the top. And if you want to get to the top, again, sometimes you got to look out for number one in life. For me, football's not about emotion and being sentimental to your players and everything. I don't support Harry Kane. I don't support Harry Son. I don't support the manager. I don't support any of the players. I support Tottenham. I want them to play their best for Tottenham, who I support. And if they don't do it, they can go. And Son is on the way down. I don't think anyone can disagree with that.
No, and I want to hold him so he doesn't get hurt by the fall.
I get that. And he's been brilliant for us, but it is time to go. And if a player himself wants to get a move to a big team because he wants to win something, and Kane gave us pretty much the best parts of his career, same as Son has as well. Mm-hmm. Kane had every right to
I'm not gonna lie,
say,
Kane leaving fucking hurt. It did hurt, but it was also like, and I'm angry and I'm hurt. This is just her. I'm not angry. Like, I understand. I don't think Dan is wrong. I don't think everyone's wrong. I wouldn't do it. This is why I don't run multi-billion-dollar organizations, because I love Son. I would literally sign him to a 5-year extension and let him just fucking hang out. You don't even got to play, buddy. Just be near me. Just be around the team. He's a proven winner. He's a proven leader, and he's proven to like bring guys under the wing and help them feel comfortable. To me,
do you rate him as a captain?
Remember,
on the pitch, no, not on the pitch.
Also, remember this.
Yes, off the pitch as a captain, I do rate him. I think off the pitch, he did a fantastic, like, you see when the new guys, Pedro Porro's kind of doing it in the training videos that I've seen thus far. He's going to Yang Min Yuk and he's like putting his arm around him. He's going up to some of the new guys. Like, the new guys getting ingratiated for years, they've all said it's because of Son. Like, Son helped me feel so comfortable. Son, everyone's wives and family. Like, this is the thing. It's like everyone loves him, and I understand. Like, the business side is what is he giving us on the pitch, and like I get that, but I mean, what?
Jacob, you know that's what they said about Kane as well.
But he wanted to leave. This is Son over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years. We know he's a legend. Son is a legend. Sonny boy or lay.
I would wear Son like a backpack until he's ready to retire.
Give me another one. Come on. We know Sonny. But he's not that guy anymore. Jacob. It's okay.
He is in my heart.
You know what? If you kept him on a business perspective, it's not a bad idea, because the amount of money he brings into the club and everything, he basically brings a country over to us to watch games, and the amount of money he gets. But I didn't think he was a good coach. I didn't think he was a good captain, full stop, until someone pointed it out to me. Look on both sides of being a captain. You're the captain off the pitch and on the pitch. Sat back, looked at it. I'm like, do you know what? Fair play. I'll step back on that. Captain off the pitch, I think he's good. But then maybe this is where my age comes into it. For me, on the pitch, Son's too soppy. He even gets a bit moody on the pitch.
His back hurts. There's video of his back hurting, and he's rubbing his back, and then someone slapped him in the back, and he said, "Ow."
I get that, but that doesn't shut him up. That doesn't stop him shouting at other players, "Get your act together, pull your finger out." Now, when I look at a captain, again, different people now. I want a Roy Keane. I want a Patrick Vieira.
Oh my God, Danny.
I want a Perello. I want someone who's
fuck Patrick Vieira. How about that?
One of the best players ever, Arsenal or not.
He's a pussy.
Pretty far from it, I reckon. But
I'll fight him today.
I'll fight him. He's taller
Give my ass whoop. But hey, I think he fucked me up to this day.
To go up to the player, hold him up, say, "Get your act together, get your head in the game," and if he has to, slap him in the face and do it. Son's more the type for me that would go up and give him a kiss and a cuddle and say, "You can do better. Don't worry, your mama made."
I wish I didn't delete my Kissy Sonny clip. I have a clip where Son literally kisses the camera in the locker room.
It depends what you want as your captain. Off the pitch, yeah, I agree. I'm sure he's good, but on the pitch, he is not my style of captain. But whatever turns you on at the end of the day, each their own, innit?
Oh, you know, when the lights are low, there's only one thing
Oh
you
my
can say.
god, I
It's
feel
three
like
little
this was
words.
like a. I feel
It's
like
three
this
little
was like a
words,
Sonny
guy.
coach session.
There's 3 words you say when the light's down low and you're thinking about Youngmin Son.
Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, Sonny. Let's have another one. Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, son. Nice one, Sonny. Here we go.
Let's have another one, and then we don't have another one. That's the last one. I'm not emotionally ready for that. But then again, an old Yeller, the dog had rabies, and I was still like, don't shoot him. But they had to. So I'm not the best judge. And again, I will admit this is with extreme bias because literally, like, how do I explain it? So like I came into Tottenham, right? There was no Son.
Mhm.
It was because of Clint Dempsey, and then
Mhm.
I saw Gareth
Yeah, I
Bale,
know,
and I
we
was
haven't
like,
talked about
that
it.
looks like sex on the pitch, basically watching
Yeah.
Gareth Bale. And then he left shortly thereafter, but then Son joined shortly thereafter,
I
and it
saw
was
his
like,
debut.
to me, it's just like
Didn't have a
he
good first
grew
season,
as a
did he?
player, as my love for Tottenham grew. So it's like him and Tottenham are very
Didn't have a good first
intertwined
season,
for
like
me.
Tell.
Like Kane is intertwined in
Yeah.
there. Dele Alli, I didn't want Dele Alli to leave. He was not good, but I still want Dele Alli to play. I'm too sentimental, maybe. That's what it is. When I love a player, I fucking love them. And I love them because of what they brought my team that I love. And like what Son means to Tottenham is pales in comparison to what Son means to me or what Tottenham means to me. But like that contribution to me is just like I feel like that's legendary status. Kane's a legend to me. Maybe it's just because of that's all I've seen. I didn't see Greaves. I didn't see Hoddle, Waddle, Janola, Klinsman. I didn't see these
I
guys,
saw
right? Like,
Ginola and
I did.
Klinsmann, yep.
But then,
I
come
feel
on,
like
let him
Janola, I
leave
probably would have
like that.
cried when he left as well because that was
I'm
Let him leave
41
as an
years
idol.
old, by the way. I'm 41. 41.
Son has got his perfect chance now, yeah. Because the problem is not just football, but life. Mud sticks. You ain't losing it ever. Someone will always hold you to that mud on your back. Son was already at the point, like Lores, where people were saying he's past his best. We should have got rid of him a year or two ago. Obviously, some still saying wanted to keep him, but there was a hell of a lot of people saying, and it would have been Son's brilliant for us. He's excellent, but we should have sold him earlier, like Lores. But the advantage he's got now is even though he's been on the way down, and it bloody
He's
shows
got
on
one
that
of these.
pitch, where he's gone and got that cup, he can now leave with people remembering him that he won the cup with us. That'll take off most of the mud off his back. Because when you go and say that, people won't
I'll
sit there
take the
and
mud
then
off
say,
his back. I will
"But
cleanse
we
him.
can't sit there and then say we should have left him 2 years earlier because he's got that cup on him. If he stays another season and then just goes downhill even more, which I personally think he
we're
will,
not going to
because
like
that's
him.
what you do when you're a player
We're not
like
going to
Son.
like him.
Son relies on his pace a hell of a lot, and any player that relies on pace, you'll always find 8 times out of 10 their career ends
Goes after
quicker than a
30.
player than like Harry Kane, who relies on no pace. Someone like Teddy Sheringham, who relied on brain and no pace. They last a lot longer because as you get older, you start losing your pace. You're only human. You
Gary
ain't a robot.
Mabbott too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I
A
think
defender
Toby
can get away with it
Toby
longer,
and Yan, they weren't very fast either, but they've made a hell of a career.
But
yeah,
again, that's
no,
more of a
I-
defender. When you're talking about a winger or a striker, and they
Mhm.
seriously play with their pace.
I think he relies on his finishing. To me, I've always felt like there's not a better striker of the ball than Son. But last year, admittedly, there were times in which he either did not strike it or it was not a good strike. And to me, I see it like compounding factors, just amounts of straw. And I think we didn't, as a team, as a club, didn't do the best to alleviate the amount of weight, the hay that we applied to him. However, it's just, again, there was a comment from Rick Kane. Says, you shouldn't feel bad because many fans feel sentimental, but sometimes that can cloud judgment. I'm going to sit here right now and say, my judgment's absolutely clouded. I fucking love Son. I fucking love Son. I would never let him go. But that's because I'm possessive and petty and emotional. And I'm happy to admit all those things. I thought, like, again, with me and Tottenham, he grew, I grew, we grew together. Like, we're two trees in the same forest, and now you're going to cut down my tree. It's like, God damn it. I don't want a little stump there. I want my tree.
No,
and I get
you've got to
it.
accept in life. The fact is in life that everybody goes one way or another, and that's the fact you can give anybody.
Yep.
That's where you can predict the future for anybody.
Unless they're Ledley King, then they stay forever. Then you keep them forever like a little hostage, and you make them a little puppet.
Do you think
whatever Levy says, you get them to say it.
Do you think we could do that with Son? Do you think we could do that in the aspect of he goes on, carries on his career? I think he could stay in a big league, and I think he could go Serie A, and I think it would suit him down to a T. Because where it's a significantly slower game,
yeah,
he would still be a fast player there. Premier League
in the Serie A, that's a good shout. I could see that too.
That's my second league. Inter Milan's my second team. I follow that nearly as much as the Premier League.
I've got a AC Milan Zlatan shirt.
I'm Barca.
I should wear sometime.
I've got a couple of Inter shirts, and I've got Inter's old Ronaldo shirt. I mean, God knows how long that is now. And I think Serie A would be a prime place he could actually go. And the another advantage a team has got, whoever buys him, let's say they buy him for 30 million. They make that money back on that day. There's only two players on this that have been on this planet that can attract more money than Son, and that is Messi and Ronaldo. There's not one other player who can attract more money than Son.
We've also. I know I don't like talking.
They get their money back on the day.
I don't like talking about the business side, but he is a massive attraction for international fans, much like Messi is, much like Ronaldo is. He is a massive pull for international fans.
Yes.
What am I going to do with this? Oh, shit. I almost knocked my trophy over. The Sun shirt away kit.
What? The same thing that I do with my Klinsmann kit.
Cry into
Let
it?
Son go and finish his career, and then in another
I got to
3-4
stop you
years,
at that
when
first
his
part. You
career
said
goes,
let Son go. How can you let go of the fabric of your own humanity?
When he's not good enough anymore, I can let it go and get some new fabric when my fabric's burnt out. And with that aspect, give it 3 or 4 years, let him finish his career.
It's
then
like
have him back as an ambassador.
Yeah, they say that all guys have the pair of undies with holes in it that you just can't throw away, you know. And if that is my son, I'm not going to let him go. I don't want to. It's my lucky pair of undies.
I mean, finishing through his career.
I think there was a comment that I saw earlier that said Son wouldn't want to sit here and just wait around and be second fiddle, come off of the bench. He would want to go and be the main guy somewhere and obviously make some coin, get one big more payday. And you know what's going on in the MLS because of Messi and the little Barcelona party they're throwing, Argentina Barcelona party over there. They're allowing teams in the bigger markets to have a bigger revenue share and a larger revenue pool. So in that sense, you know, LAFC is the team that signed Gareth Bale, and he went and won on the MLS Cup off the bench. And I think Son is not at all where Gareth Bale was when he joined the league. So I think for sure, absolutely, he's going to tear up. If you love him, let him go. I know, and people say like love is like a bird, and if it's meant to be, the bird will fly back. No, motherfucker, that's why man invented cages. I want to keep that beautiful bird, and I don't want to give it the opportunity to fly away from me.
Well, what if it doesn't have wings and it can't fucking walk, mate?
Then I will feed him. I will nurture him. I will help him.
But then that's 200 grand being wasted on a player that we could go and spend.
You say wasted. I say 200 grand well spent. It's like you wasting your money for your TV subscription that you barely use. Maybe
I don't use a TV subscription.
You got them. You got the underground sites. Drop some links in the private chat for me. Huh? I've only got one.
Never do that. That's why I learned how to do Fire Sticks, mate, or learned how to watch Peacock from America. When I could do that for $6.99 a month and not have to pay for the Premier League, everything over here, and get to watch every game, I look on the business side. It's cheaper than paying 30 quid a bloody month and having to watch whatever game they give you. I just think with Son, it's time to go. Let him get on with his career. He can leave with a trophy on his back, and that 200 grand a week can get spent on a player that can play significant football now. I don't think Son's got the physicality for it either. I think he's quite injury prone now as well.
Yep.
And that's just age. It gets to you, especially when you're a player who has relied on the pace like he has.
33, isn't he now?
He's 33.
Yes, 33. Right.
He's still younger than me. He's still younger than me.
10 years younger than me, right? And I used to play five-a-side. And I'm not going to lie. My back tore out. My legs tore out. He's not going to be the same. He's not going to be. He's not that man anymore. Chat, you know what I'm talking about. He's not the
Tottenham
man
Ranger, I've never timed you out before, but I'm in an emotional state right now. And if you ever say anything like that again, you're going to get timed out, buddy. I'm very, it's, you know, my head says, yeah, like y'all are, you know, more than, you know, business side, like logistically, if you were to put it in a fucking Excel sheet, you'd probably say, yeah, like, you know, your Excel sheet looks more balanced than mine. But you know what I did with my Excel sheet is I doodled in Microsoft Paint a big heart. And inside of the heart, I doodled Son's face. And that's my Excel sheet. So there's nothing in it but feelings. And the way I feel is, never want to let you go. It's like saying goodbye, and it's not even I'll see you later.
Don't you want what's best for him? If you love him that much, don't you want what is best for him then?
Yeah.
I didn't like to have to see my daughter get a boyfriend when she was 20 years old.
Oh my God.
I had to. Life goes on.
Oh my
God.
God.
I look at my daughter's just over a year old, and I swear to God, I'm like, if you ever don't want to give me kisses, I might die. I might literally just melt into nothing. If she, because right now she's learned that she can give me a kissy, and I'll let her do or eat whatever she wants. And I feel like that's a good formula to, you just give me kissy, kissy, kissy. And if she's like 16 or 14 and is like, fuck you, dad, you fucking dad suck, I'll be like, what happened to that? What happened to that golden boot we shared?
They became a teenager. That's what happens. They become a teenager.
They fly the nest, fam. They fly the nest. That's where the analogy comes from. Fly the nest.
I think Son will be able to pretty much have a good choice on where he goes as well, because there's going to be a few interested. And again, it would not surprise me if someone in Italy went for him, basically. Because like I said...
that's what I was going to say. Because you threw out the Serie A as a place that he could go. Disrespectful to send Son to the MLS. I don't even know if it's us sending Son
if he wants to go
the MLS.
there.
If that's what he wants, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can, because I love him so much, I can accept if he came out and said, guys, I really want to go play with the one guy I almost fought at Tottenham the entire time I was at Tottenham, and Hugo Lloris. If that's how he feels, then I will accept it because I love him that much. However, if it is a matter of sending him somewhere, like you can't be, you know, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck out of here. If that's the vibe, I think Serie A's, I would send him to a Champions League team in Serie A. Who all qualified for Champions League in the Serie A, Dan?
With the thing is with Serie A at the moment, there isn't big money going about in there. Yeah, there isn't big money going about there. When people check it up and say that they've been spending money in Italy, actually look how much money they've spent. There's only 3 teams that have spent over 40 million when it comes to the revenue of income they've had as well. It's not flying about out there. Juventus are desperate to get rid of players for the wages side of it and everything else. But again, with Son, you buy him, you get your money back within that day, and then you make a lot of extra money on him. He is a good business buy.
From ticket revenue alone. From ticket revenue alone. Because no offense, chat, and this is not what you think it is, because I go to games, right? My box, no, it's not called a box anymore, but a block. My block is 122. And I'm not lying to you, 100% international fans. 100% international fans. Which I told them to do this to Ruud van Nistelrooy during the Leicester game.
I've never in my life felt like I do right now.
I can't wrap my head around it. The one good, you know what will help though, is if he is in LA, it's only about 12-hour drive, whereas it's like a 16-hour flight and then God knows however long in a car to go see him now. So I could potentially see some. The only thing is I have so many Sun shirts. I don't know if the stadium would let me in with like 10 different shirts. Maybe I knit them into a quilt as a blanket to keep me warm at night, and then take that to the game. I don't know, but if he does, that's the one good thing about him coming to America.
With places he can go, Juventus, they're desperate for getting rid of a bit of money, basically. I mean, out of the ones that I could see Inter Milan going for him, I mean, they're hard up on the money at the minute, but they can also sell to make money in. Like most of the other teams in Italy have had to do. When you check them up, the top teams, 3 of them, I think, have spent over 40 million, but they've had a lot of income coming as well. I think Inter Milan could go for him. Napoli, not sure about it. Atalanta, possible. I think he could end up in a good team in Serie A and do very well. Because you look at a lot of strikers that have come out of the Premier League, especially, gone over to Italy because they've slowed down in their pace and everything else, and it has suited them down to a T. I think it would be the ideal place if he wants to stay in a big league as such. If he wants to go somewhere and make the money, and he wants to go Saudi Arabia, which would be another one that would make him a mint, or he wants to go to America and that's his call. I think he'll have a good option on what decision he wants to make. I'd like to see him at Inter Milan personally.
As I will say fanatic, as a Sun enthusiast, as a lover, wish to be, I just think let him whatever he wants. But obviously he's going to have to agree to the club that we're sending him to before we send him there. Like, a club's not going to put in a fucking bid for a player that's like, I'm not going to America to play in the MLS. Like, the MLS is not as bad as it used to be. It is not at a level in which I will say that the world will recognize and say like, oh yeah, this is a great league now or whatever. But I do think that there is some validity to the fact that like Messi has elevated what all the other clubs in the league are doing. And it's evident by what you see LAFC doing. And LAFC is owned by like fucking 30 different huge Hollywood millionaire, whatever. Rich ass Hollywood motherfuckers like Will Ferrell. So to me, it's like, don't break my
MLS
heart,
is ranked in the top 10 leagues in the world.
That's crazy.
It is ranked in the top 10 teams in the world. Take the Scottish League, that don't even come into the top 30.
See, I don't know. Maybe like as a whole, but you put Rangers against anyone in the MLS, and I think Rangers beat them. You put Celtic against anybody in MLS, I think they beat them. Now, maybe your Aberdeens and your fucking Midlothian Hearts, sure, it could be a game, but
they've got a team in Scotland, and that is Celtic, and that's all there is to it, basically, in my opinion. The league is ranked in the bottom 30, if not, it's even in the 40th now, if I remember right, but let's say in the 30th.
Dude, one-on-one defending in the MLS will make Son look like Neymar, I promise you.
Again, league ranking, I think the way they do it is the same as a lot of things. It's like they do with clubs. It's basically Tottenham are a big, massive club. Why? On the business side, not because of the football side. We are the 7th or 8th biggest club on this planet. MLS.
We had Arsenal fans, West Ham fans, all of our rival fans were paying our club yesterday, by the way, for the Kendrick Lamar concert. They were all paying Daniel Levy. Let that sink in. I saw photos. Mike's, he's a West Ham content creator. He was at the concert and he did a review of it. And I said, thank you for paying Daniel Levy today. Well, here's your receipt. And there's Arsenal fans, you know, for a fact, at that Kendrick Lamar concert, spending money at our club. So you're right. Like, we are huge because of the enterprise that we are in that sense. That's why we're in a lot of those conversations, in my opinion. But, like, we're there, so why not act like we're supposed to be there, right? Like, it's all fun and games, you know, playing the homeless millionaire. Like, I've got all this money, but I dress like a homeless man. Like, that's all fun until you're just a homeless man with no fucking money. Now we're wearing a business suit and we were unemployed. So, like, if we're gonna fake it till you make it, at least look the part is kind of what I'm trying to say here. Through an ass backwards way of like, which to be fair, there was that 48-hour period where I was genuinely like, I think the parade has gone to Levy's head because we bought Gibbs White and Kudus in 48 hours. You gotta be shitting me.
I was there.
So it's like, you know, I was ready to fucking call Tommy my little Tommy gun, but now he's still Tommy Boy, which is the silly movie from R.I.P. Chris Farley. So just had a good night at Tottenham seeing Kendrick Lamar. They Not Like Us made me think of certain people. Hey, certified lover boy, certified what? They Not Like Us. Speaking of They Not Like Us, I saw a video of this Twitter girl that's like, she's popular in Spurs Twitter. And people were like showing her video, like dancing at Kendrick Lamar, making fun of her. I was like, this bitch is living her life and you're trying to make fun of it? That's actually L on you. Like, that's egg on your face. Like, trying to shame her for dancing at a fucking concert. It's weird. Dude, Twitter is weird. Tottenham Twitter is weirder. It's like,
I don't read it,
you know,
mate.
dude, you could say I like mustard, and they'd be like, "So it's fuck ketchup, huh? It's fuck ketchup. What about relish, you piece of shit, huh? You even give a fuck about that garnish? Stick to baseball is something I get a lot." Or you wouldn't. Or there's something because I was beefing with Nottingham Forest on there. Every post now, Nottingham Forest is the first thing on all my feeds because of how much shit I was talking. But they would post. And I would just take their caption and rephrase it. Like they said, it's been a dream to do da-da-da. I was like, it's actually a nightmare. And I said, so-and-so did this. And it was like, that. Or when Alenga left, I was like, he could have gone to a non-league team and upgraded club still type shit. Just talking petty shit. Because fuck Forrest, fuck Marinakis. He's the first Greek dude I've never liked.
Big Mac. We call him Big Mac.
Gee, looks like he ate a few Big Macs.
Yeah.
I mean, Son goes to the MLS. There's plenty of money there, and
physically, it's the closest we'll have ever been. Dude, in LA, there's a huge Korean population in LA. First of all, like they have a whole faction. They call it Koreatown.
Yeah,
and
yeah. And also, they did their shit during the LA riots. The Korean.
Oh yeah, they were some of they stood there and grabbed that pow, motherfucker. You ain't robbing my shit. Yeah. There's a huge heritage in LA. So it's not like he's not going to be unwelcome. I mean, in LA, he might actually find some relief because I would imagine in LA when you've got your Clooney's and Brad Pitts and you've got movie A-listers, football A-listers, NFL A-listers, basketball A-listers. You got the A-listers of everybody, the cream of the crop. So it's like he's going to be a big fish in a big ass pond. I think he might be a little more comfortable like going out and shit because, you know, not everyone's going to recognize him.
You got to realize Human Son is military trained as well.
Yeah, he'll pat. He got that. I know. I seen it. He got that thing on him. But the more I think about it, and you know, physically, he will be in closer proximity to my body. That's a win.
if that's how you want it, then fine.
That's a win.
But
you know,
I think
part of the reason I almost spent $2,000 and risk divorce was just so I could be in closer proximity to Son.
I think for the best of his career as well, I think it's a good idea he moves, not just for the good of Spurs, but for the good of his career as well. Because again, if he stays in the Premier League,
for the good of us,
he's gonna hack it less and less and less.
Yeah.
Because the Premier League is probably the second fastest league out there. But it's got a bit of everything. That is why it's the top league in the world. It's got pace to it. It's got power to it. It's got skill to it. It's got technique to it. If you want to go to it's got tactics. If you want to go to the most tactical league, you go America. Sorry, America, Italy, hands
I
down.
was about
You
to say, what
you
the
want to
fuck
go?
was
Yeah,
that?
wrong word. You
You
go
love
for pace.
Chirundolo tactics? You want
You go
Chirundolo
for
ball?
pace. You go to La Liga. Germany, I'd say, is a bit of an all-rounder lead, but a step down from the Premier League as such. It's got a bit of everything in it, whereas the Premier League has a lot of everything in it. And again, I think for the state of his career and also for Spurs, I think it's a good idea that he goes.
Testimonial. We just need a testimonial. We'll get a mural of the guy. I love the guy. And sayonara. Okay, goodbye. Like we did with Harry Kane. Come on, Jacob. I was there with Harry Kane. We said goodbye to him. He's one of our own. He's one of our own.
That was sad the first time I
Harry
sang that.
Kane
Harry
is one-
Kane.
He's
Because
one of our own.
Michael loved him too. Like I think Michael loves Harry Kane the way I love Son. And so like me and Michael experiencing the last moments with Harry Kane. You know, it was one of those. It's like, I hope you're happy when you're gone. I hope they give you what you're looking for. I don't. Yeah, I guess this is the best way I can
If I
explain
wanted
it.
to blow, I'll fucking blow. You understand me?
You understand me? All right.
I don't want to blow no one. I don't want to blow no one.
No, you're taking it out of context. It's not like
Oh,
that.
totally out of context.
Yeah, you're taking it out of context, buddy. Like this.
No, please don't. Please.
All right.
Please do not.
You know, it's funny, as soon as I did that, StreamYard sent me a notification that says the browser's lost connection to your audio. So if I would have played it, there would have been no sounds.
It was
You
not
got lucky,
lost on
guy.
the video. It was not lost on the video. I think all of the chat just went. Big up
Yeah,
chat.
I mean, I can accept it only on the grounds of he wants it first and foremost. Whatever he wants, even
Where
if
do
he
you think
wants to
he's gonna
leave
go?
and we were trying to keep him, I would say he should go.
Yeah, where would you like him to go?
FC
For me,
Dallas.
Italy.
FC Dallas, so I could just go to Dallas. I get season tickets, goddamn. I'll sit in the goddamn
But
sunny
then-
seats. I don't give a fuck.
But
we've
then
got
look at
Italy and
also
the MLS.
the life he can have in America.
Yeah.
He can. I mean, Italy won't be an easy place for him to live. It's a very, let's just say, controversial place.
Well, we remember what side of
America, he could
what
have a
side of the
very
lawn
good
they
life.
were on in World War II.
But
We remember.
we also are forgetting he played in Germany and he played in London, so that's 2 languages he learned. Let's not downplay his transition into football.
Or maybe his ability to adapt to hostile environments as well. Because, I mean, I do agree. When he went to Germany, I think that's where he said he just was getting abused racially, like, and he grew from that. I think like he wouldn't be the same person internally if he didn't go through that. I don't think he's going to face any of that. Maybe just like the general mild racism that occurs here in America, you know, unless you're, you know, a police officer or black, which is completely different. I could never speak or comprehend that level. But from Son's perspective, in LA, that's like, bro, you could damn near slap a cop in LA. They ain't gonna do shit to you because they're afraid of the California lawsuit. So there's not gonna be this harsh environment to get acclimated to. He's gonna fucking walk in. They're gonna roll out the red carpet. Everyone's gonna love him. Anyone who knows anything about the sport is gonna be excited to see him, and they're all gonna love on him. Like the MLS is not as. It's not as cutthroat unless you're in Ohio. If you're in Ohio and you're an MLS fan or St. Louis, well, then you ain't, I mean, you're in Ohio, bro. So you're already not happy. But then you're fucking MLS, bro. Like, come on, step it up. Columbus Crew, you fucking bums.
Stop it.
Cincinnati FC, fucking cheese is what it stands for.
Oh, there's no relegation, man. There's no relegation.
No, they've actually been talking about introducing it recently.
They have to. They have to.
The thing is like, so I worked for FC Dallas, and I understand the business aspect of why they don't. I think it's stupid, and I think that they shouldn't.
Right?
Because FC Dallas owns FC Dallas. Well, technically, it's the Hunt family. So they own the Kansas City Chiefs. They own FC Dallas, North Texas SC, and a couple other bullshits. But so with FC Dallas specifically, their other team that they own is in like League One, for instance. So if which in their first year they won the league, so then they would have been in the championship version, which is the USL Championship, and if they won that, then they would have NTSC versus FC Dallas, which is like a contractual, like, plus the people who own it's. So that's one aspect of it, and then the other aspect of it is the fuck is that?
Charlton,
Reebok?
mate. Charlton.
Charlton? Is that a chew? Is that a type of candy? Charleston
No,
chew?
that's a fucking
I know.
team, mate.
I know. Did Charleston chews come from Charleston? If you're born in Charleston and your parents name you Charles, do you get a piece of the land? Anyway, we can move on from
You
that.
tell me. You tell me.
There was some tangent that I was trying to stay on. I forgot it now. Oh, the MLS. Another reason why they don't do promotion relegation is because you have minor investors. So, like, for instance, 30 different people own LAFC, right?
Also,
But then you have a smaller market team, say like a St. Louis, that just came around and they just dropped like 100 million to build this stadium, build the team, market it, pay for, a couple thousand fans. So it looks like people care about you. They just spent a bunch of money to get up. From an American capitalist standpoint, which is where money rules all, they don't want to fucking spend 100 million just to get bumped down a league the next year, which is what would have happened to a lot of the, like, Charlotte FC, whose acronym, by the way, looks like Clit FC. So that's fun. They're Charlotte, they went CLT, so they have cups that literally say Clit on them. It's fantastic. Kind of made me want to support them.
Cup. I never want to see that cup. I don't want to see a cup that says Clit. Because I'll just laugh at it.
Yeah, so I saw this, Tony, West Coast Spurs. So it's USL, so they're going to do like all the promotion relegation within you little boys over there. You step, bro. You step, bro. Just get over there, promote, relegate. Who gives a fuck? Don't touch the MLS. Because the MLS, to get into it, has been like El Paso, for instance, the city that I live in. They have a USL championship team, the El Paso Locomotives. They play their home games in a baseball stadium. So what the MLS does, they don't want fucking a team getting into the MLS playing in a baseball stadium, because then that makes them look like fucking losers. So they want only teams that have, first of all, the legal ability to build a stadium in their city. So like that's why, when they were like, who wants to be the next MLS team, and everyone's like, me. Their first rule of criteria is, do you have your own football stadium, soccer stadium, or will you be able to build one in your city? Those are the first two questions that are asked, and it's just all money at the end of the day.
Exactly. The thing that holds the American League back is you are not in the Champions League, and that's all there is to it. If America was in the Champions League,
we got
which obviously they can't be because it's Europe.
It's not just that.
They'd be up there because America has the money. And when it comes to America and the attitude that Americans have, they have to be the best at everything, or at least try to get the best at what they do at. And that is one thing you can't take away from them, even when it comes to an event. Some of it might be a bit cringy at times because it's just that deep, but they make sure it gets heard and it is good. And that is the only thing that's going to ever hold America back from football, in my opinion. The fact that they just cannot get in to the big leagues.
I want to add something.
I.e. the Champions League. That's the only thing that's ever going to hold them back, in my opinion.
I want to add something, Dan. So here's the thing. I've played the game 5-a-side futsal. But here's the thing. Coaches in America want their participants in the sport, be it female or male, happy, right? They don't coach wins. In England, I've got 2 god kids. One's 14 and one's 16. One is male, one is female. They're coached to win. They are coached to win. In America, of which I've spoken to Jacob, coaches aren't like that. They just want what the kids are having fun. The kids are having fun. No. In England, you're coached to win.
And you're telling me in America you're not?
I disagree with that because I
Yes,
saw
so do I.
firsthand the pressure that they applied to the children whose parents pay a lot of money, by the way.
Well, they
That's
pay
the
a
other
lot of
problem
money.
with American
Yeah.
soccer is
Pay to win.
Zlatan came here and he was like, how much to put my kids into the academy? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you have to be rich to pay to get your kids into those academies. But the pressure that they apply, because FC Dallas is synonymously one of the best academies in the country. Historically, it is the best. As of late, Philadelphia Union, to my knowledge, has kind of come up a little bit. But, you know, you look at like Weston McKennie, you look at Chris Richards. These are all guys who came from this academy. And it's like, I don't know. They never were. It was bro. I saw little kids crying and fucking coaches yelling at them. I mean,
there is
I
no
seen
way
it.
there is no way you will ever get me believing that Americans haven't got whatever they are doing and want to win at it.
No, there's no
You won't get me
relegation.
believing that. Yeah, whether relegation or not, that's got nothing to do with it, in my opinion. You are not going to get Americans out there who are just happy with, okay, yeah, let's just play and enjoy it. Bollocks, mate. That is not how America works. And I ain't American, and I can tell you that. And I'm sure Jacob can vouch for me on that.
I agree with that, but where I say where it stops is when you start getting into the people who make it the most money at the club. The people who make it the most money at the club, they don't give a fuck. The Hunt family does not give a shit that FC Dallas is literally the oldest MLS franchise that has never won the league. So to me, they don't give a fuck about winning the league. Winning the league is, who cares? We're making money because we're selling our academy kids for $5 million to Bayern Munich. Justin Che was another one that that was highly touted, trained for Bayern Munich, because they used to have a pathway with Bayern Munich, and that's where we sent a lot of them kids. Brian Reynolds, he played for Jose Mourinho at Roma. Actually, that was fun. So it's like he's right. The ownership isn't pushing the coaches to win it all. They will sack them if they're like shit, and the people they want coaches to bring some of that excitement. That's why you get a Wayne Rooney to DC United. They're just an old team that needed some hype and needed to sell some tickets and shirts. Get fucking Wayne Rooney. And I remember seeing Wayne Rooney in the flesh, and I was like, this is it. This is all there is.
Then that's the
I was going to
perfect
bring my
place for
grandma
Son
to
be.
this event.
That's the perfect place for Son to be, then, isn't it?
But he's not a chunky, thick Rooney sausage leg motherfucker. I'll never forget. I was like, this guy had to slide and get a red card because Michael Barrios is out running
looking
him.
like Shrek. They put Shrek on his face.
That's when he was the manager of DC United. But what's his name? There was the striker for Crystal Palace, Benteke, who was not at the end of his career. You could argue could have probably played somewhere in Europe. He chose to go to DC United. They had a shit year, but I think he's doing just fine. He's not that upset. You've got Wilfred Zaha. He went and tried his hand in fucking Turkey. And in Turkey, they ain't going to treat you nice over there. They'll riot outside your hotel room they did for DeAndre Yedlin.
Much
I
like
mean,
Spain. That's why. I
there's certain, and I think Italy's a little bit like that too. They're very much. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. This is like, if you're not good, they will fucking be pissed because the fans rule the clubs essentially, and that's not.
If you're doing something wrong and the fans don't like you, they will turn up at your door and tell you, if you do not get your finger out your ass, I will kidnap your wife, because it happens. That's not an exaggeration.
Not my wife.
Because when people talk about clans and that in America, in Italy, this happens. You know, that sort of stuff happens. You might not hear about it on the news totally, but the ultras, that's it. Ellie just said it. The ultras do rule the club spot on. They bloody do.
I mean,
and
what was
if
there
I
was a
remember
clip
right,
that came
the fella
out.
at Napoli.
Why do you think Arsenal?
Who was the
why
one
do
at
you think
Napoli that went
team
Turkey?
Woolwich lost?
The one at
Why
Napoli
do-
went Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, they basically told him you ain't leaving this season. So he stayed that one more season, and then they told him you better get out of here, and he went.
Yeah.
Other
And then
things
now
that
he's not
happened
even
with
welcome
other
back.
players.
They're going to get less than they probably could because they don't. That's a good point. That's a really good point there because Victor Osimhen, I would argue top 5 striker in the world, in my opinion, just based on ability. Chelsea wanted him. His wages were too high. So then he's linked. Obviously, he liked his year in Turkey. They won their league, I'm pretty sure it was. But the fee, I know that his money's different than the fee that is club to club. But I guarantee you a club would have paid damn near double what Galatasaray is going to pay for a talent like Osimhen if his wages and other shit weren't so high. But the fans not liking him and him not liking the fans, that friction is enough for the club to lose millions of dollars and be fine, or millions of euros and be fine with it. So like that I think there is something to be said. Whereas in America, what of the 5,000 people that normally show up, fucking 3,000 show up. What that's not. You're not losing 10, 100 million. It's a couple 100,000. And at the end of the day, the people who own, for instance, FC Dallas, it's a billionaire family. Lamar Hunt, they have a whole competition named after him. It's like our version of the FA Cup. It's called the Lamar Hunt Trophy.
It's the sad thing about everything. Money is what makes the world go round, whether we like it or not. It is. Money is what makes football go round, like it or not.
That's why I like Jerry Jones for what it's worth, because he came in and said, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I want to win the goddamn things. And then he started winning all the things. Then he's like, ooh, the money's even better when you win. And then he's not 1 cent.
It's like the Premier League. The sad thing is with the Premier League, the FA Cup, if you're at a club and you want to get bigger and you want to actually make this club into something, finishing 8th 3 seasons on the trot and winning 3 FA Cups on the trot, yeah, great. 3 cups, brilliant. But finishing 4th and getting Champions League 3 years on the trot will make your team bigger and will make your club bigger and give you excess money to spend as well. The sad thing is, cups are important. People want to win it and everything. But when it comes to making your club bigger, it comes down to the money, and the money is in the top 4. The money is where the Champions League is. And for me, that is what has killed a lot of football. Look at the Europa Cup. Who really ever took that club serious until it had the Champions League place? Apart from medium teams as such most of the time. Not all the time, but majority of the time.
I took it seriously.
Who took it seriously? Who knew they weren't going to get in the Champions League? They put the Champions League on it because not that many teams were actually bothered about it. But so now it's got the Champions League on it. People want to win it. That is what has given the Europa Cup something to actually play for. And it's a sad thing, but it's true. Money is what makes the world go round.
Well, it is. And in my life, my wife makes the money, so she makes the world go round, or she can stop it on a dime, or she can text me and say, you son of a bitch, it's been more than 2.5 hours. Are you almost done? She didn't say the first part. She just said, are you almost done? But so I think that's a good place to wrap it up before I just start crying about Son. Maybe when it's official, I'll have a fucking cry about it.
About him, come on, he's been a steward of our club. He's a legend. We're going to get a mural of him. I've already talked to TH.
You say don't cry.
The trust. The trust.
You say don't cry.
Come on,
I
man.
say
why?
Nah, we'll get.
You say don't cry. I say
why?
Nah. I love him. And you know what? I can find positives if he comes to America. So I can sleep at night, but don't expect me to be okay with it emotionally. But thank you, Dan, for joining in. Thank you, Guy, for joining in as well. Yeah, I'm going to be adding the Hotspur Hood into. I almost said the Hotspur Hippie. The Hotspur Hood into the
No, what
description.
you said was robotic.
What? What did I say?
Nothing.
Nothing in it.
No,
I said nothing in it.
Say your teammate.
I didn't say nothing in it, mate. I said nothing.
No, you can't get it right.
Oh my god.
Dude, why is it not populating when I put the hot spur? There it is. Okay. Go subscribe. He's almost at 5K, y'all. And he really should be at 5K with the amount of people that'd be tuning in because you got. Oh, shit. I'm super late. Oh, shit. I'm in trouble. Okay. Thank you. Thank you both so much. Subscribe to the Hotspur Hood.
Cheers.
Guy, thank you so much for joining. He doesn't have a channel, but he sometimes comes here and he sometimes is drunk. And maybe next time I go live, it'll be in memoriam. In memoriam and or you know it won't be good. But the outro I'm going to leave you with before I redirect you to Sarcasm City TV is one of just how I feel in my heart. So as always, folks, stay blessed, stay fresh, up the lads, be kind to yourself and be kind to someone else, and live, laugh, love. All right. Live, laugh, love.
Where are you? And I'm so sorry.